Good afternoon. It is 3:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from Toy Field at Nissan Stadium. In Titans news today, the team has reportedly signed rookie kicker Braden Narveson to the practice squad as current kicker Nick Folk is dealing with an apparent injury, according to Mike Garafolo of the NFL Network. Narveson was released by the Titans after the preseason and picked up by Green Bay, where he made 12 of 17 field goals before the Packers made a switch at the position. In Vols news today, the SEC announced that it's all SEC teams where 6 Vols made the cut. Running back Dylan Sampson, center Cooper Mays, and edge rusher James Pierce Jr. were named to the first team. Cornerback Jermod McCoy was named to the second team. Offensive lineman Javonte Spraggins and kickoff specialist Josh Turbyville made the third team. Tonight, number 1 Tennessee Hoops begins its defense of the top spot against Miami in the Jimmy V Classic at Madison Square Garden. Tip-off for that game is at 5:30 on ESPN. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSDN.com. Breaking news at once on your home of the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Santa Claus is here, y'all.
Literally.
He just walked in.
Oh, there he is.
As we broadcast live from Nissan Stadium. Outside, well, we're inside Gate 6.
Is that Miss Claus or is it like an elf?
No, that's an elf. Oh, sorry.
Can you turn me up
I should
just a little
talk
bit,
into
Kurt?
my mic. That's an elf.
I can't hear me, Kurt.
Mrs. Claus or an elf? That's the question. That's the debate. Put a poll up.
Hey,
Take
listen.
a picture and put a poll up, Jeff.
No, you don't even have to do that. Slade just needs glasses.
Oh,
What?
That's all
For
that
Miss
is.
Claus?
Yeah.
cover up your right eye. You'll be able to see it.
Man, don't look like Martha to
Can
me.
you not even see? He's got overalls on.
What's
He's an
Miss Claus'
elf.
name? What's Miss Claus' first name?
Miss.
We really don't know Mrs. Claus, right? Like they are married, so she's Mrs. But
yeah, Mrs.
Also, how did that wedding go down between Santa and Mrs. Claus? And yes, that's a great question. I've never even thought about that. What is her first name?
What I'm saying.
Do we know Mrs. Claus' first name?
Yeah, it's Mrs.
Zeph says he's going to look it up.
Nobody knows.
We're broadcasting live. It is Toy Field Day, and let me just say, if you're used to Toy Field Day and you're used to giving,
We love you.
we love
Absolutely.
you, yes, but we're on the other side of the building.
Riverside.
The riverside of
Like
the building.
I am looking at the Batman building coming out of Slay's head.
Yes, it is.
Like his shirt.
That's right.
Right.
Yep. With the headphones.
So
and the mic.
what I noticed, I didn't know where we were, so I went to the original place. So I walked all the way around the stadium. So I got to see the construction.
I was going to say you can't even park over there right now because of the new stadium.
I didn't park. I walked down here.
You strolling.
Oh, you walked.
So I walked on the other side of the stadium, and I'm amazed at how much they've gotten done
Me
in terms
too.
of
They're getting
construction.
the work
Because
done.
I've seen buildings go up near me, and they're on the fast. They got like the Disney Fast Pass going over there.
Think it's going to be ahead of schedule?
I think no, probably not. I think they're racing to not be too behind. How about that?
Well, it looks good.
Here comes Santa. This is a really large Santa Claus. Like he's tall.
Santa Claus is coming.
Is he as
to
tall as
town.
you, Slay Dog?
The boots do it. He
Is
got
it the
lifts,
boots?
lifts in his boots like wrestlers used to do.
Ho, 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 guys.
Hey,
How you all doing?
All right,
Thanks
brother.
for coming
Hey,
out,
ho,
Santa. This is such a holiday, special
I
day
love that
for
right
us.
there.
Want to come around in front of the camera?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come back here.
The people need to see Santa.
Our chat
Zeph, come around
viewers
here.
would love to see you.
There we go.
I'm amazed at how well you keep this outfit going for all these hundreds of years.
Thousands of years.
Thousands of years. Yes,
Yes.
thank you, Santa. For,
1,754.
look at this guy.
And the one thing I want to tell your audience that whether you're on my nice list or my naughty list, I do want to wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Santa.
Okay.
And please come on by and drop off whatever you can for us.
Yeah, unwrapped gifts. It is the Salvation Army's Forgotten Angels programs for unwrapped gifts for kids, seniors, And we're doing this until 6 o'clock. And Slay, I don't know how I feel about Santa with his hand on my shoulder. Like, what do I do?
That means you're on the nice list.
Yeah, like that's what you ought to want.
Is Slay on the nice or naughty list?
Santa, you ain't really got to answer that.
If you have to ask, that's never a good sign.
Well, son, we always want to know before I come up there in your sleigh. I'm going to take your sleigh out there. I'm a sleigh.
Wait, you brought one of your elves from the workshop.
Brought one of my elves. He's my head elf.
He's like
the head elf. Okay.
So cool.
He's the tallest elf I've ever seen.
Well,
Hadley would be losing it right now. Ho, ho!
Yeah.
but if you can, come on down, drop something off, and have your picture taken with me. I'll be here until 6 o'clock also.
Boom.
Hey.
Then I got to go fly up north.
Oh,
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
it's a busy time of year for
Santa,
you.
I would love to know, though, what's your favorite treat when you come down the chimney?
Chocolate chip cookies.
I said that.
There you
Oh,
go.
chocolate
I
chips,
said
not
that.
sugar.
Yeah.
No, chocolate
So
chip
it would-
cookies. I don't mind the sugar ones with the decorated.
Yeah.
You know, like the Christmas trees
Yeah.
and candy canes.
Yeah, those are
But
cute.
chocolate chip are the way to go.
What about all these ridiculous people that put like carrots and stuff out there?
No, carrots are good because the reindeer need carrots.
Ah, okay.
So
Feed
they're not that
everybody.
ridiculous.
Yep.
Santa's quick.
Oh, we make reindeer food. Like it's oatmeal and little glitter in there, and leave that for
She
the
tries
reindeer
to show
outside.
herself as such a hard ass, but man, you got to go. All
You
right,
got to take care of the animals.
Santa, who do you like, Tennessee or Ohio State?
Oh, we have to go with. I really can't show any favoritisms,
Yeah.
to be
I like
honest
that.
with you, but I got a funny feeling Tennessee's going to have this one.
Ah, there we go. Santa said
Santa
it.
goes for the ball.
Yeah, buddy.
There you go.
There he is.
Kirby's an Ohio State
Kirby's
guy.
an Ohio State fan.
We
Put
got
him on the
somebody.
naughty list.
And you
Put
want
him
to
on
know
the
why
naughty
you're on the
list.
naughty list.
There
That's
you
right.
go.
Yeah.
That's right.
Listen, if there's anybody here that's on the naughty list, it's Kirby.
It's definitely Kirby.
Hey, thanks for being here, Santa.
All right, you
Thanks,
have a
Santa.
good time, and we'll be seeing you in a little while.
All right, sounds
Merry
good.
Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas, guys.
So Kirby was like, we need an
That is
extra
so
mic.
cool.
We're going to have
Listen.
guests. I'm like, who are our guests? I didn't know Santa was going to drop by.
Listen, that might be the coolest interview that 3HL has ever done.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, that's
We just interviewed Santa.
So I did some research about Mrs. Claus.
Okay.
He said, you gonna be on the naughty list, boy. You keep it up, boy.
Yeah, we're trying to find Miss. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Is it?
It was
It's Gertrude.
Yeah.
We could have just asked Santa. He's
Yeah,
like,
like,
Mrs. Claus's
Santa's
first name
like,
is
Do you
Gertrude.
know her
Santa-
middle name?
Santa literally was asking Zeph, like, why are you even looking this up? Her
That's
name
my
is
wife.
Her name is Gertrude.
Man, come on, I know.
Do you
her.
guys know her middle name? 'Cause
No.
There is a middle name on here. It's Jessica, apparently.
What year was Santa born? That was a question posed to you,
I
Zell.
have no idea. I didn't do that much research.
Dude.
270.
270.
I love that Santa is grilling Zeph. This is a
Santa been
3HL
wrong.
thing.
This might
long
go
time.
down as one of those shows right there.
I tell Santa one thing. I'm gonna say it when he walking away, but if you come down my chimney, I'm tussling you for them chocolate chip cookies. Because I always sneak in there.
You
and
can
eat
take
them.
all the carrots.
Yeah, I
you
sneak
ain't,
in there.
you
and
ain't
eat them
eating the
every time.
carrots.
No, I'm getting them chocolate chip cookies. I'm the one baking them,
Yeah.
so I'm eating them. I give them one.
One
you-
for
do
me,
you-
one for Santa.
do
One
you
for
bake-
me, one for Santa.
Do you bake hard chocolate chip cookies or soft chocolate chip cookies?
No, mine are hard around the edges.
Oh, that's perfect.
Nope.
No, it's soft in the middle, hard around the edges, Babs.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't
gotta
do
have
that.
perfect. No,
It
it's
doesn't
what?
work.
Yes, it what?
No.
Oh, you ought to see my
Then they're
oven.
all too hard.
No.
Like, I need them almost raw cookie dough soft.
Oh, heck no, Babsy. No, man. That don't even act right in your tummy.
Yes, it does.
No.
Oh, that's the best. Thank you, Sam.
I always take Slay's advice on things working its way out of your tummy.
Yours ain't even gonna be. You're not even gonna be able to dip them in the milk. Then you don't get no dip in them. You get the dip. Nah, yours will fall
Not
apart.
really.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
really
saying.
love the
See,
dip.
I like to go in there dip, and it soaks in, and the soakage of the chocolate
Makes it
chip cookie.
soft.
You said
Oh my
soakage.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, Kirsten.
All right, so Zeph,
So Ho-Ho's here. So bring your kids.
why do
bring
kids call
some
him ho-ho?
toys.
That's
So
like, why do
ho-ho's
parents
here.
allow that to happen? Because that's kind of a weird thing. But
That's what Baby Babs calls him.
I know. Kids do it. I did it. I called Santa Claus ho-ho.
It's a
never did.
young kid thing. They grow out of it.
I don't think I ever did when I was little.
She hasn't grown out of it
Maybe I
yet.
should still call him ho-ho.
I'm Santa. He always been Santa.
Zeph, what you got? You got some Titans news. Titans breaking news.
Yeah, they have released offensive tackle Leroy Watson.
That boy good.
In
And
addition,
terrible.
several players were signed to the practice squad, including linebacker Curtis Bolton, offensive tackle Kellen Deich, and
Welcome, Kellen.
kicker Braden Narvison. But that news came out
Braden
earlier.
Narvison, that happened earlier today. He was here in the preseason and he hit that like 80-yard field goal.
59-yarder.
59 yards, and everybody was like, "Man, they should sign him." And so they did. There he is. Here's my question though: when did Nick Folk get hurt? Zeph had a great response to that question.
I was gonna say.
What was your response, though?
His back was hurt because he was carrying both the offense and the special teams on Sunday, and most of the season.
And would you say
I mean-
it's pretty hard work when you're the only one scoring?
Yeah.
Good job, Zeph.
There's a joke in there somewhere. So
Oh, man.
he literally, like, if they'd have kicked 2 more field goals on their 4 red zone trips, he would have had 12 points and they would have won.
Yeah, instead of the 2 fourth downs. Yep.
I'm just saying.
12-10.
I mean,
I went on.
Look at that.
will we come out of that game feeling any better than what we do now?
No, even with a win with 12-10, no.
You'd probably rather lose 10-6 than win 12-10
give me
in this
that.
game.
Yeah,
This late in the season.
Okay, hold on.
Here we go.
Hold on.
I drew
Now
the
you're
win.
talking about
I drew
rather
her in.
losing. No.
I drew her in. Toy Field presented by First Horizon Bank today inside Gate 6 of Nissan Stadium until 6 p.m. You just heard from the man himself. Santa will be here taking pictures. So bring your kids, bring your unwrapped gifts. We are building a field of toys to benefit Salvation Army's Forgotten Angels program, and we need your help. While you are out doing your holiday shopping, pick up an extra new unwrapped toy or gift or multiples for a senior or kids and bring it today to Toy Field to help fulfill the dreams of thousands of children in need this holiday season. This is year 17, man, and this is such a giving community. Y'all do a great job every year, and let me just go ahead and tell you it's a bigger challenge this year because we're in a different place. So 17 years of this, 16 years we were on the other side of the stadium, so I understand like if people drive up and they get lost or whatever, but just keep circling.
Just go to
And-
the other side. There's signs leading you to the riverside.
Right, you can't even drive on the other side anyway. So yeah, come
Because there's
to
a
the riverside.
beautiful new stadium coming.
That's right. Parking and curbside drop off at Nissan Stadium is available in Lot H in front of Gate 6 on the West Plaza. Drive by and drop off your unwrapped toy or gift for a senior to benefit the Salvation Army's Forgotten Angels program, kids also, and help us create miracle moments for families in our community. Thanks to our partners who help make Toy Field possible. First Horizon Bank is the presenting sponsor. Big bank muscle, small bank hustle is their mantra. A.O. Smith. Find a local water heater supplier near you. Visit hotwater.com. Supplying food today. Pig and Pie supplied breakfast to all those that came this morning.
Dang, I'm sad we
including
missed that one.
Ramon, Kayla, and Will. I know holiday season is here, so make it easy with Pig and Pie Catering. Pig and Pie, full service caterer that has been servicing Middle Tennessee for more than 25 years. From barbecue to breakfast, Pig and Pie does it all. Online at pigandpie.net and on Facebook at Pig and Pie Catering. We did a remote with them one time.
Yes, we did.
And you said, I'm going to try.
Man.
And I'm going to tell you exactly what I think because that's what you always do on your
Yep.
food contest things.
Yep.
You were in.
Yes, absolutely. That was some of the first barbecue I never used sauce on.
Wow.
Yeah, it says a
I
lot.
know that part of it. That does
Yeah.
say a lot.
Yep.
I'm floored. Mm-hmm. My face is so to the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Cozy up. Also, O'Charlie's supplied lunch. We've got some sandwiches still over there. Cozy up this holiday season with O'Charlie's. They have a new limited menu featuring Nashville hot chicken and maple waffle fries, crab cakes, fried okra, Babsy, and more. Holiday food at its finest being served now at O'Charlie's. And our friends at Law Tigers, if you have been injured in a motorcycle accident, even if it was months ago, call Law Tigers today for a free case evaluation. Don't settle or let your insurance get away with paying as little as possible. Contact the Law Tigers, Tennessee Motorcycle Lawyers, lawtigers.com. And we appreciate y'all in advance for coming out. And those that already have, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are building a field of toys. Great start. We need to finish strong, though, to fulfill this project. I mentioned different challenge, this year, being on the opposite side of the stadium. We also have a much bigger field. So we're working through that, and we appreciate the bigger field thanks to Rich and promotions. That's all coming up today. We've got tons to get into. Titans talk, college football, college basketball. Number 1 Tennessee plays today at 5:30.
Yep.
I forgot to tape the game, damn it.
Okay, I got it on YouTube TV.
They play at Madison Square Garden against Miami. Miami's lost 6 in a row, but Slay Dog says they're not that bad, though.
They're not just, hey, records and scores can be
Deceiving.
Yeah, a bit of it.
All right, more 3HL when we come back. 3HL 1045 this home.
All right, stop letting high interest debt weigh you down here at the end of the year. Pay it all off in days. Be debt free by the first of the year. And that's all thanks to Loan Pronto and Loan Pronto's new Rapid Equity Loan. Homeowners out there, imagine a completely hassle free way to cash out your home equity with no appraisals, no paperwork, no waiting. Loan Pronto's all new Rapid Equity Loan uses AI driven technology to get you approved for cash out in as little as 1 day. There's one client who even got $100,000 approved in under 24 hours, wiped out their debt, launched a new home improvement project, and is now saving over $1,000 a month on top of it. Instant approvals, low fixed rates, fast transfers, get cash, consolidate your debt, get a fresh start for the new year. Call Loan Pronto now. See how much you qualify for. Imagine this time next week you could be credit card debt free. Call 615-499-5780, loanpronto.com at 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, on approved credit, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Go up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep. These guys have you covered. They have select 2024 Wranglers, $10,000 or more off. Just reach out for details, and you can do that online. GuptonMotors.com. That's where you will find all of the dealership information, address, phone number, all of the deals they have going on, the complete inventory, new, pre-owned. It's all right there at GuptonMotors.com. As a matter of fact, $1,000 off every pre-owned used vehicle in stock until the end of the year when you allow Gupton to arrange your financing. Oil change packages are available for purchase in the service department. Again, GuptonMotors.com is the website. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Go take your test drive. Go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. Best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram is ready to help you. 3450 Tom Austin Highway, just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you. Toy Field, presented by First Horizon Bank, is today inside Gate 6 of Nissan Stadium until 6 p.m. Santa Claus is here. So if you want to swing by with unwrapped gifts for kids, seniors in need for the Salvation Army's Forgotten Angels program, will be here until 6 o'clock collecting those gifts. But also, if you want to bring the kiddos, Santa is here.
Absolutely. Get your pictures taken. You ain't got to wait in that long line at the mall. Yeah.
I know him.
Imagine you get that out the way. You ain't got to wait in that long line. The line is serious at the mall, people.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, he got to get something. He got a place to be. And you got, bankroll.
You don't have to pay for Santa here.
I'm so glad I'm done with those years.
He's got like a long red leather coat.
Yeah, it's a nice coat. Where's the elf going?
He's going to do elf things.
Hey, elf's got to pee too, man.
Elf's got to pay the water bills too. Water bills built everywhere.
Toy Field, presented by First Horizon Bank, today inside Gate 6 of Nissan Stadium. So on the Riverside parking lot H, and you can bring your gifts in, or you can have one of our elves come by and get your gifts and put them on the field for you.
Yes,
let's talk a little Titans football. Jim Wyatt joins us, as he does every Tuesday, from TennesseeTitans.com at Jay Wyatt Sports. Jimmy, what's up?
Not too much. How's everybody doing today?
Doing well. We're just hanging out over here in your building, Nissan Stadium, man.
What's the crowd like over there today?
About the same as it was Sunday.
Oh, damn, I set that one up.
Yeah, I was going to say, you lobbed that one right up, Jimmy. You threw that one right off the backboard.
I couldn't get that line out fast enough.
Yes, you couldn't.
Man, listen, I read the mailbag. It was brutal in there, and as you said, the game Sunday was brutal. There's really no way around it. I mean, to lose 10-6, not score a touchdown against a team with 2 wins coming in, that's tough.
Without their starting quarterback.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, I mean, it was brutal, and that's the thing about this season, and and definitely has taken a bad turn of late. Is the Titans have had a chance to win. They're sitting here at 3-10. Had a chance to win 9 of those games, and the Detroit game was a blowout. The Buffalo game was a blowout. The Commanders game was a blowout. I don't think the Packers game, I'm not considering that a game the Titans could have won. But a lot of other games the Titans could have won, but they have just done something to put themselves in a position to lose, and that's what happened Sunday. Is they couldn't score a couple of times when they got down the red zone. A couple of other drives they had to settle for field goals. The defense that had played so good most of the day couldn't get stops when it needed to in the fourth quarter, and instead you suffer an embarrassing loss to one of the worst teams in the National Football League in Jacksonville, as you guys mentioned, with their backup quarterback. So I understand why people are upset. Certainly this team, has to show a little bit of pride and show some promise here down the stretch, or some tough decisions could be made, and we'll just have to see what happens. But I guess now that what you got to get ready for is a Bengals team that is capable of scoring some points, and if you score 6 points again, that's going to be 3-11.
Jay Wyatt Sports, if you want him on the X machine, how do they get better in the red zone, man? Because you mentioned all these tight games, and look, the league is built for one-score games, right? Like, it's a high percentage of games are one-score games, so you got to figure out how to win those, and they certainly haven't been able to do that. And a large part of that problem, I think, is red zone success in terms of getting the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, and I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I mean, I think obviously, Will Levis missed a wide open Chigakonkwo in the red zone. He threw to Nick Vanette instead. He throws another ball, that went off of Nick Westbrook-Akina's hands. He felt like he should have caught it. I thought it was a little bit high, maybe behind him, but got to make a play like that. There was a play, to Calvin Ridley that you would have gotten first down closer to the end zone on one of those red zone possessions, but his momentum takes him out of bounds. I like Tony Pollard in some of those situations, and he's proven to be a good goal line runner. Maybe you potentially try to get him the ball a little bit more instead of trying to throw it. So, I mean, I think all those things come to play. I think guys got to make plays, got to make calls that are going to work, that's what you got to figure out. I mean, I don't want to put it on one thing. I think it's a combination of a lot of things, and something's got to get figured out.
Did you hear Big Jeff's comments just talking about complimentary football in the locker room?
Yeah, I was standing right next to him. I did hear that.
I just wanted to get your take on that because I feel like there's a lot of different opinions out there. You know, one is, they're pointing fingers at each other. The other is Big Jeff's just frustrated. And since you actually were standing right there, what was your take on it?
Well, I do think he's frustrated. I mean, that's one thing I 100% agree with you on. There's no doubt about that. And but who is that directed at? I mean, I think when you lose a game like that, and when you're the defense and you've put up some performances that should be rewarded with a win, and it's not done because offense didn't score enough points, I think there's frustration. And I don't think he was necessarily pointing the finger at any particular person, but he probably is frustrated like the rest of the fan base that this team is just not getting it done from a protection standpoint at critical times. It's not getting it done from a scoring output standpoint most of the time, and it's just complimentary football is when you do play well in all three phases. And unfortunately for this team, offense has come up short a lot of weeks. Special teams has come up short a lot of weeks. Defense has done its part most weeks, but has come up short some weeks. And so if you're a defensive player, you can't go too strong with that line of thinking because you're coming off a game where you're down 28-0 before some fans even got to the game in Washington. So everybody's got to have some accountability in 3-10.
Yeah. And
the defense played great until the end of this game on Sunday, and you had a shutout for 3 quarters, but you give up 10 points in the fourth quarter, and you can't get a stop when you need it most. So, again, the defense, you should win a game when you only give up 10 points, but that didn't happen on Sunday.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's continue with the great news. Nick Folk is dealing with some kind of an injury. When did this happen? The Titans just releasing that they signed Braden Arvison today as well to the practice squad.
He's on the practice squad. Yeah, yes. So I guess he's more insurance. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Folk. I think that's happened. The team has done that a couple of times this season where if there's any kind of a question about a guy's availability, you sign a guy just in case. So for all the people who were upset that the team kept Folk and waived Narvison, I guess they're happy now because Narvison's back on the practice squad. And Curtis Bolton, the linebacker, and Kellen Deesh, a tackle, have also been signed. Those are a couple of positions where they're dealing with the injuries as well. Leroy Watson has been released.
Yeah, did that surprise you?
No, and he's been inactive the last 4 games while he's coming back from a back injury, and so I think it's just a matter of him getting healthy, and so they could start the process of kind of moving on.
Jimmy, when you think about it, man, you've been down this road with the Titans when they've been struggling and trying to get back on track. Who in the past was one of those people or someone in the front office that kind of held that together? Because you can, from afar, not being inside like you, but just watching it, listening to the sound bites, it's unraveling.
Yeah, you say unraveling. You cut out there for a second.
Yeah, I say it's unraveling. Yeah, so yeah, is it anything? I'm asking, like, is it anything to compare it to, like in the past?
Yeah, that crowd noise in the background got me. I guess it's different every year. Like I think and teams, the turnover on the roster and leadership and coaching staff, has led to people stepping up at different times. This is you can't paint too positive a picture of what's going on with this team just because of the way things are going, and 4 games are left, and this team's not going to playoffs. But I do think this is a team that still has guys who are fighting and trying. The last question of mailbag, somebody asked me if this team is really trying to win, which is kind of sad. You're at the point where people actually think they're not trying to win games, and you see the frustration in the locker room, and you see guys fighting on the field, and and across the league, you saw it last night in the Cowboys game. They blow a game late, and the frustration, it happens across the league. These guys want to win. They're busting their butt in practice every week. I'm out there in practice when they're practicing in 20-degree weather and it's cold, and their guys are playing through injuries. They're trying, but the team just hasn't been good enough this year. And I expect these guys to show up and play hard on Sunday. This is not a team that's given up on their coach. I don't see that at all. I think they still practice hard. I think this team still has a group of players that are doing their best to lead the way. But reality is this team just hasn't been good enough, and that's why they're losing so many games. And so I think they'll show up on Sunday trying, but trying doesn't guarantee anything if you don't execute and don't play well and don't do everything in all three phases.
Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com. You can read the mailbag there. It's entertaining, that's for sure. Bengals took down the Cowboys last night in Dallas, Jimmy. They're coming into Nashville. Joe Burrow, 369, 3 touchdowns last night. Jamar Chase, 177 yards and 2 touchdowns. Running back Chase Brown, a lot of people don't know him, but very effective in the run game and the pass game, 123 total yards and a touchdown. Their offense is humming. Their defense is not very good. The problem for the Titans is they're going to have to score with Cincinnati, can they?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because you're right. I mean, I watched the Bengals, and I can't figure out how they haven't won more games. And I know why they haven't won more games is because they've lost close games, and have kind of done what the Titans have done a lot of weeks, is just not being able to make plays when it matters. But I actually think that they're pretty good, and I'm not going to be shocked if they, make a late season push. I mean, but they can't do it if they don't win this week. But after this week, they got the Browns at home, they got the Broncos at home, and then a game that could be big against the Steelers. So I think the Bengals are still in it. This is a big game for them, and Titans, they're gonna have to be able to put some points up because they're gonna have a harder time slowing down the Bengals than they did the Jags.
Let me throw a positive thing at you, okay?
There we go.
Whoa. What is this?
So
where'd you find it?
Linebacker Otis Reese, okay? All we see in the training camp is him all over the field making plays. He gets in at the end of the season. That's the same thing we see last year, all over the field. 7 tackles, a tackle for a loss, a pass defense, 2 quarterback hits, and an interception on Sunday. That dude just makes plays. Like he is yearning for playing time.
Yeah, he's probably going to keep getting it because they're banged up there, and Brian Callahan said it himself. I mean, they made a roster decision to kind of sit down Jerome Baker in favor, and then Kenneth Murray's hurt, so that opened the door for Luke Gifford and Otis Reese, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if they keep that same duo intact this Sunday. So, yeah, I thought Otis played well at the end of last season, as a rookie. And now here he is in a position to play again. It's funny, I talked to him in the locker room after the game, and he was more upset with himself over a couple of plays. He felt like he should have done better, but that's what happens when you don't play a lot. So now he's going to get extended playing time, and, he had an interception. He had a pass rush that resulted in a throwaway, had a tackle for a loss. I thought he played a good game, too.
There you go. Harold Landry now with 7 sacks on the season, the quietest 7 sacks I've ever seen. But need more out of him. Need more out of a lot of guys. It's just frustrating because there are only 4 games left. So you're starting to think like how much do we see these guys moving forward? It's unfortunate, but teams in this position do reach that point.
Yeah, and I think for the pride standpoint, these guys are going to play and they're going to want to finish strong, and then whatever happens when the season ends, whether it's from a coaching standpoint, or front office standpoint, or a roster standpoint, we'll see how it plays out. But I think Harold, like other guys, I mean, they wish they could have done more up until this point, but only thing you can do now is just try to finish strong and see what that can get you.
Jimmy, help me out, man. You've always been somebody I can lean on since high school when talking about things. And
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I'm telling you, this is all facts.
Now, that doesn't make you feel old, does it, Jimmy?
Jimmy used to cover preps for Tennessee.
Yeah, I've always been my guy all the way back to the full cone days. Even when he'd roll in there with the headband playing for the Vols, I would never cheer against Ron. He'd always been one of my favorites.
My man, Jimmy. So tell me, man, from a media standpoint, how I can help myself working through this. What do I do these last four games? Like, how do I what do I look for?
You haven't had this experience.
No, I've never experienced this. I was telling Mike Keefe the other day, I don't know how to go about this because when the Titans were going through their struggles, I was still overseas at the time. Yeah. So, and now I'm back and I'm engulfed in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. These are kind of seasons that are not a lot of fun, for the fans, for people covering the team. Mm-hmm. And I know, we got some stations that are talking about how everybody should be fired.
Yeah, that's the wildest part.
And, and when you're a bad team, not everything's bad. Just like when you're a good team, not everything's great. So I think through this, you just got to keep doing what you always done, and that's just handle yourself with class, treat people well, stay on top of what you do, which is what you always do when you do your homework, and know that better days are going to be ahead.
Thank you, Jimmy. Always, that breath of fresh air that Jimmy just gave me was the same breath of fresh air he gave me when he came to sit in class with me at Oak Hill.
Yeah.
First place
out. Ron took care of me there. I'd never been there before. With that mouth of Wilson, Virginia. I'd never been there before. Ron, I was as glad to see Ron as he was to see me. He had a lot more friends up there than I did.
Man, that was different right there, Jimmy.
Yeah. Ron wasn't. Ron, who's Ron? Slay wasn't here for the 2-14 season.
Nah, I missed it.
Yeah. But that was a fun trip up there. I remember going up there, wrote it like a big centerpiece on Ron, and spent time on campus. I was watching those games. It was like I was watching the Globetrotters up there.
Jim, we're going to have to go back into the archives on that, man. I got something special coming up. I just got hit with about that up there, so I'm about to let you in on it, man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate you.
Okay, y'all have a good one.
All right, at Jay Wyatt Sports on Twitter. You can catch the mailbag, TennesseeTitans.com, and all of his Titans comments and content.
Yes.
He said, I've never been to Mouth of
Wilson, yeah.
Mouth of Wilson, Virginia.
Dude, I was so happy to see Jimmy. I was like, oh, hell yeah. That was the first person I've known. Yeah, come on, can he go to class with me? Jimmy went to class with me and everything, man.
Bill Belichick in North Carolina. What's going on there? We'll talk about it next. Toy Field, inside Gate 6 at Nissan Stadium, parking lot H, bring unwrapped toys for kids in need, seniors in need, and we're building a field of toys, and you can help. Nashville's such an incredibly giving community, and we'll be here until 6 o'clock. Plus, Santa is here taking pictures, as Slay said. You can walk right up to him, take a picture with him, and then do what you need to do. Toy Field, that's what's happening until 6 o'clock. 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, people? Big Slay here, man, and I recently contacted WeGrow Hair because a little bit of the top was coming off. I didn't press the button or anything. It just dropped the top. I didn't want no car. I ain't got no roof up there. So I went on over, and checked my people out at, PAI Medical, WeGrow Hair. And you can lose up to 50% of your hair before you even notice it. So do what I did. Call right now for a free evaluation, 615-376-6010. For almost 30 years, WeGrow Hair has been Nashville's premier hair restoration medical clinic. WeGrow Hair is FDA-approved laser hair therapy plus anagen therapy. It'll restore your hair right there. Boom. They have a trademarked hair transplant procedure that gives you 3 times more hair in one procedure. Losing your hair? Well, you should fix it. Go to WeGrowHair.com. Call 615-376-6010. That's 615-376-6010. And tell them Big Slay told you to go. Get your hair back. people, I guess.
Yeah, why not?
That's right, Babs. I'm doing it.
Hey, you know what? While you're doing it, you can hop on your Zen Sports app.
That's right.
Yeah, get busy. There you go. Zen Sports, the newest sports book here in Tennessee. You guys remember last month I told you all about that new sweepstakes, the big game sweepstakes, where they gave away tickets to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. Well, guess what? It was such a hit that Zen Sports rolled it back with the big game sweepstakes college edition for this month. Yes, grand prize winner gets $10,000 cash and 2 VIP tickets to the college football championship game, or $15,000 cash as an alternate prize. How do you earn entries? Pretty easy. Earn multiple entries every day. Bet on the Zen Sports app. Every bet you place, you earn an entry. Every dollar you bet, you earn an entry. And how about parlays? You can earn 10 times the entries for every parlay you make. Sign up for Zen Sports. Start betting with Zen Sports. Download that app today, zensports.com. Betting just got better with Zen Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. A qualifying wager for a wager entry must have minimum odds for any leg of the entry of at least minus 250 or worse American odds. For clarity, a wager at minus 251 odds does not qualify. Head to zensports.com/sweepstakes for contest terms and conditions. You got to be 21 and older and in Tennessee to bet.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you. Building a field of toys thanks to your generosity. Come on down. And it's funny, like, man, like Brett Kern has brought gifts. Taylor Lewan has brought gifts, like, without being asked.
Good people right there.
Yes, indeed. So Jackson Arnold's visiting Auburn. How about that? Ole Miss quarterback. Arkansas quarterback. No, Oklahoma quarterback.
Oklahoma.
I'll get there.
I'll
get there, Babs.
One of those schools with red in their school colors.
Do you want him?
No.
Okay. Moving on.
Sure don't. Zeph sent it to me, and I was like, stop sending me that crap.
I know, because I sent it to you like a couple weeks ago where he was mentioned for like 3 different teams. One of them was Auburn.
Yeah. I'm like, no, he's got bigger sights.
They could have had Dylan Gabriel this year.
Who, Auburn?
No, Oklahoma.
Oh.
Had they not just bought into Jackson Arnold?
I'm not sold on
I'm not either, but they would have won more games.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not sold on him as an NFL quarterback. I'm not.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not
the
at
next
all.
level, I'm not sold on him.
I don't think he would have had the season he's having now at Oklahoma.
You don't think so?
No, because Oregon's got all that speed, and Oklahoma's offense just, even outside of Arnold, just didn't really have anything. Offensive line wasn't great.
This is the thing. Everybody, listen, if you don't have protection, I don't care who your damn quarterback is. It's going to be a debacle.
Well, and if you watch Oregon.
And Oklahoma was a debacle on that line.
If you watch Oregon and you see Dylan Gabriel's stats, and this is why he's a Heisman finalist, one of the 4 Heisman finalists, may or may not have been on my ballot. I can't say yet. But when you see his production and his numbers, you're like, oh, this guy's something. But when you watch their games, nobody has more yards after the catch than Oregon because most of what they do is at or behind the line of scrimmage. So
get the ball in the hands of your playmakers and let them go make a play.
Nobody has more red zone interceptions than Dylan Gabriel either. So, what?
I just moved the table.
Yes,
Sorry.
you did. I was like, what was that?
Man,
He does get the ball out
strong.
really fast.
He gets the ball out fast. But when he drops back and they're looking at, he has like 8 seconds, 9 seconds to throw, and then he'll loft it down the field like Danny Werfel. Why are we talking about Dylan Gabriel?
I walked in on that one. I was going to be quiet until I could figure it out.
You're trying to figure it out.
I was trying my best.
Jackson Arnold.
Oh, because we went from Jackson Arnold visiting Auburn to where I said blah. He visited Mississippi State, too. And then Mississippi State, Zeph, didn't they just put out that Blake Shapen's coming back?
Blake Shapen put out that Blake Shapen's coming back.
Okay.
The team, everybody else got to agree with that, too, though.
Yeah.
Like, not just Blake Shapen.
Well, I mean, apparently Mississippi State fired their entire digital team right after signing day, so there might not be anybody to put it out on Mississippi State's account.
What if they told Blake Shapen he's not coming back? And he's like, hey, watch this. And he goes on social media like, I'm coming back.
I liked Blake Shapen at Baylor. I really did.
It just didn't connect at Mississippi State, but
And he got hurt.
he did get hurt.
We talked to him at SEC Media Days.
Yeah. I mean, it's not
that's right. We did.
It's not like they were succeeding with him, though.
God, doesn't that feel like 50 years ago?
The football season moves like so fast but so slow.
But it feels so long.
Like, dude, it's still going on.
I went on Jacksonville station this morning. I went on 1010 with the girls this afternoon. They have an all-girls show in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So I joined them, and we were talking about Nico and Tennessee and Heupel, and I'm like, I remembered SEC Media Days when Heupel is like, you guys need to temper your expectations for a freshman quarterback, you know? The expectations are so high for Nico, and you forget that the kid is a freshman and hadn't played in those environments and all of that yet.
And it's funny because
there's going to be some growing pains.
People complain about him. And what was it? 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions
right.
as a freshman. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, I was bringing back Heupel from SEC Media Days. I'm like, God, that was like 5 years ago. Feels crazy.
I'll never forget when you asked him about the defense.
Yep.
And like this year compared to when you first got there. And he lowered his head before he answered. And then he raised up, took a deep breath, and he said, we're better. Yeah. And he said, we're good on all 3 levels. We're long and athletic. And just the way he answered the question meant way much more than the words that he said.
Yeah.
And you understood in the moment, like, they're going to be good on defense, and they were.
Do you know what else you understood? You understood what a bad position he walked into defensively when it came to depth and recruiting and all of that. That defense, it took him time to build that defense back up. And you know what? That defense is going to be key in this playoff game. That's the key for them to beat Ohio State.
You got to limit Ohio State's run game because they do have talented runners and Quinshon Judkins and those guys, but they've been inconsistent because of the offensive line. And Quinshon Judkins, remember, we looked like midway through the year, he was like at 9 yards a carry.
Yeah.
He's at 5 point something now. So their run game fell apart. Will Howard hasn't been as consistent lately. The loss to Michigan, you got to wonder what that does to them. Does that inspire them to be better, or does that shut them down? I don't know.
The center went down with injury.
Yep.
There's somebody else on the offensive line that's down and wavering on there with them too. So it's going to be interesting. Their strength versus, our strength versus their weakness. Like which one prevails. So, yeah.
Big story out there in college football. Bill Belichick has reportedly agreed to become the North Carolina head coach. He presented the Tar Heels with a 400-page, quote, organized Bible, end quote, according to Ollie Connolly. I saw multiple reporters go, can anyone get their hands on this organizational Bible, please?
So you know the details that are going to be in it.
Oh, my gosh, with him in complete control. It outlines structure, payment plans, staffing hires, etc. He will not negotiate. Like, this is his deal, and will not negotiate it. He gave them a 24-hour deadline.
Like this.
This is some power, man.
Make a move or get the hell out of the way.
In control.
From Connolly,
said something else.
Yeah, there has already been pushback from the group of 13.
Something or get off the pot.
Yes.
Yep.
From the group of 13 trustees with input from wider faculty, the investment would overhaul the school's approach to football.
Right.
Ollie also wrote this, per sources, I'm told Bill Belichick's negotiations with North Carolina include a guarantee that Stephen Belichick will be named the school's head coach in waiting. North Carolina is open to that guarantee. Discussions are not a bid to gain leverage for NFL offers, and Bill Belichick is open to the move. So that's where we are.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, just throw some nepotism in there.
Listen, man, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I like our chemistry. This is what I'm talking about. Say, I ain't even got to say nothing. Babs can say it for me. York can say it for me. I don't even got to say a word. You know exactly what I was thinking.
Well, you know what I'm going to say?
What?
A coach in waiting never works out. It's always a disaster. It always ends up a disaster.
I want to see this organizational Bible.
Hey, I did watch his entire segment on the Pat McAfee show. It was really good. And listening to him, if I had a kid, I'd be like, okay, I want you to go play for him. I did think it was kind of funny that everything he talked about, basically making it like a feeder program to the NFL. Now, and he emphasized, if I were in college. But you get the point. And Pat McAfee's so damn good at his job. The way he asked questions, he got everything out of him, you know. But Bill wanted it out too. But everything that he was saying about like running the program from nutrition to this to that or whatever, like an NFL franchise. That's exactly what Nick Saban did at Alabama.
What do you guys
has always done at Alabama?
What do you guys think about Bill Belichick potentially being a college football coach at North Carolina? We'd love to hear from you. 615-737-1045. Also, what do the Titans need to do to get back on the winning side of things with the Bengals coming in town? I'm going to tell you right now, that you were here. That building was empty on Sunday.
Man.
There are going to be so many Bengals fans here, you can't even see straight.
They're going to be deep. Because they still have a little bit of glimmer of hope.
With their Who Day thing.
Oh, yeah. They're going
to be loud. They're going to be present. Titans going to have to play that road game this weekend. 615-737-1045. Toy Field inside Gate 6 at Nissan Stadium. Bring your unwrapped toys. We'd love to see you. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Santa is here. You can take pictures. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Fellas, if you feel like you've lost more than just a step or two, it could be low testosterone. Don't wait. Get your levels checked by the experts at Low T Center. They have over a decade of experience with testosterone therapy, or TRT. And for established patients, they offer an at-home TRT treatment that includes both lab testing and medication. The TRT plan from Low T Center is a personalized treatment plan, not just the basic standard treatment offered by some providers. And the at-home TRT plan ships directly to your door. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment. lowtcenter.com, reinventing men's healthcare.
Want to tell you about Xfinity Internet. That's what we use at our house, and it is awesome. Never have any issues. It's fast. It is just absolutely perfect. And we got a whole lot going on at our house between streaming and video game streaming with the 12-year-old, and then, all the movie streaming with the 4-year-old. Xfinity Internet can take care of all of it. And they come with a variety of speeds to choose from. You want to buy only what you need to keep you connected, right? So you can get the speed that you need at a great price, from Connect More, fast, super fast, gigabit, all the way up to gigabit extra, which is up to 1.2 gigabits per second. Yeah, they've got you covered. Get up to 5 times faster upload speeds for smoother connections on the largest gig speed network. Enjoy all your favorite apps all in one place too, with their Flex 4K streaming box they have going on. Xfinity, that's who you need to call so that you are always connected. Go to xfinity.com/10G. Ask them about their internet. Call 1-800-XFINITY or just stop by and visit a store today.
Good afternoon. It's 4:03. I'm Joe Spinato live from Toy Field at Nissan Stadium. In Titans news, the Titans have released offensive lineman Leroy Watson, kicker Braden Arbison, linebacker Curtis Bolton, and tackle Kellen Deich have been signed to the team's practice squad. In Vols news, the SEC announced its all-SEC teams where 6 Vols made the cut. That is the most since 2012. That includes running back Dylan Sampson, center Cooper Mays, and edge James Pierce on the first team, cornerback Jermod McCoy on the second team, and offensive lineman Javonte Spraggins, and kickoff specialist Josh Kirbyville on third team. Tonight, number 1 Tennessee Hoops begins its defense of the top spot against Miami in the Jimmy V Classic at Madison Square Garden. Tip-off for that game is at 5:30 on ESPN. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. It is gray and drizzly, and
Temperature is dropping.
Going to be cold tonight again.
That was nice, though.
They're talking about snow showers tonight.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Come
It
on,
was like
Noah, where'd you get
60
that
degrees today.
Welcome to Nashville.
from? Well, don't tell anybody in
Clearly, you
Columbus
guys
that.
didn't see that it was already snowing out there.
It's already snowing.
Yeah.
No, that was because
Oh,
of
no,
Santa.
that's ho-ho.
Yeah, that was Santa's.
snow.
Hey, that's snow. Don't ruin the magic.
I did get blamed
Well,
with that.
it's snow, but ho-ho brought it.
It's ho-ho
It's
snow.
still snow.
Blaine was leaving after doing cover 2, and I go, look, it's snowing, Blaine, and I totally got him. I was like, it looks like Muncie, Indiana behind you, and he turned around.
Ho.
No, but it is supposed to snow tonight. I'm glad y'all keep up with the weather.
You're welcome.
Kids
That's
are-
what we rely on you for,
That
man.
have you.
Okay, well,
Mayorologist.
Santa Claus is here. Bring a toy.
you just come up with that.
I did. Yes, I did.
Santa is here. Bring unwrapped gifts. That is true for kids and seniors. You can take a picture with Santa. He's standing over there. Oh, my Lord, have mercy.
Why?
Bless you.
It's so tight.
You know, they say that your heart stops when you sneeze. I totally believe it was Sleigh Dog.
No, I think my heart stops when he sneezes.
I thought that was from behind us.
Yeah, no, because it echoed. It was that loud.
The look on Jeff's face, it looked like he just saw somebody fall off a 300-foot building.
I've never whipped my head around that fast.
I thought
sorry,
I
y'all.
accidentally hit
Behind
a
us.
button or something that was so loud.
Yeah. No.
I put my mic down.
He did put the mic down. That is true.
Drop the mic.
Sorry about it.
Babsy's here, y'all.
Yes, let's go. Good job, Sammy. That's right. Slay
bunk.
sneezes bunk. Let's go.
His sneezes always get you. And it's funny, like, I don't even react, and I'm sitting right next to him.
They give me, seriously, I think my heart stops, and I always jump, and then I get mad.
Yeah, Babsy never sees him, though. But you always kind of see when it's on his way.
Yeah, I don't know. Sleigh Dog is here. We all know
I'm in the building.
We all heard it.
Bless me, everyone. In the building. Car ain't got no roof.
Building a field of toys presented by First Horizon Bank today inside Gate 6 of Nissan Stadium. We'd love to see you. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Santa will, too. Santa and his elf. He's got an elf here, too.
Yep,
Yes,
brought a little help.
Brought a buddy with him.
Santa will take a picture with you, bring a unwrapped toy, new unwrapped toy, and help us fill out this field. Here's the deal. We got a long way to go.
We do have a long
Yes, we
way to
do.
go.
It's
'cause
bigger than normal.
we have a bigger field than normal, and we're on the opposite side of the stadium, so don't want y'all to get lost because you can't drive over there. If you do, bad things are going to happen.
But you can check out the progress on the new stadium.
Yes, you can. Man, they're getting to it over there. I'll tell you that. Also, special thanks to FSI Nashville, who just brought a ton of unwrapped gifts. So thank those guys for sure. And all those that have come by to see us. I just went over to check out the O'Charlie's lunch. They've still got some sandwiches over there. And
Sandwiches.
FSI, I think it stands for Fulfillment Supply Innovation.
Hey, way to
What
go,
up,
Babs?
FSI?
What up, y'all?
Thank you.
Usually Zeph does that kind of stuff.
I got you.
You do have us. So when I went over there to check out the Charlies, one of our loyal listeners got into me a little bit.
Dr. C?
Dr. C got into it. He wasn't happy with what I said. I said, look, man, if they'd have won that game 12-10 and kicked those field goals instead of trying to get touchdowns, we'd still be feeling like this about this franchise. And he goes, I completely disagree with you. I cannot believe you said that. The city would be so much happier right now. And I said, look, I'm coming at it. I said, look, doing what we do.
Yep.
Don't question competitiveness. I mean, we've all talked about how we want to win every game because, I mean, doing what we do, our personality type is wake up and win that day.
Yep.
Like, that's what we try to do every day, and that is what we do most times. But anyway, so I said it's not about that particular game. It's about a big picture thing. And so if you win 12-10 against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who had 2 wins, you really come away with that, in my opinion, and you can disagree. It's a free country.
It's okay.
You come away with a big picture thought of the same questions about the franchise as you would if they lost 10-6.
I most definitely was going to have all of the same questions, if not more.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you want to win, of course, but I'm just saying, had they won 12-10,
it would have lightened the blow.
We still would be talking about the same thing.
No question. The team's bad.
I can't tell you it's sunny outside right now.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm telling you. I can't tell you this team good. When you come here and watch, you'd be like, well, dang, it's not.
This team good and terrible.
Man, I'm telling you. Like, that don't mean it ain't no good pieces, and that don't mean they ain't trying. I heard somebody, did they call in the cover 2 and ask
questioning effort?
Yeah, like that's
nope.
Dog, if you do that, I promise you 50% of those guys are not gonna walk off the field. They're gonna be carried. If you go out there with no effort and you think you can lackadaisically go through an NFL game, you're going to get hurt. I can promise you that.
It's also a different conversation, I feel like, in college than it is in the pros. Like, this is a job. Your career depends on it. Yeah. You're not going to go half-a it.
Yeah, you're not going back to the dorm
here,
and eating after this.
Right, and what does everybody say? Like, it's the name on the back of the jersey that you, at this point, have to play for. You're playing for that next contract. You're playing for the stats. You're playing for the guys next to you that you're close with, even.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, this is a career. This is their profession, and their livelihood depends on it. So I don't think you can ever sit here and say, oh, this team threw in the towel. They're not trying.
And
they're just not good.
Even being hard on Will Levis, like that man really trying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never questioning, is he trying to get it done? Like, can he get over the, like, that man really trying. Now, is it there yet? No.
You got a lot of crap about your take yesterday.
And I love every bit of it, everyone. Like, you know what I mean? I love every bit of it.
I will say that I did.
You had a great tweet about that. I can't remember what you said, but I'm going to find it.
But I did jump in. If anybody missed it yesterday, it's on TikTok, Insta. I retweeted it at Dawn Davenport T on Twitter. It's on at 3HL1045. But Slay's, he does a great job with random analogies that we would never think of. And so he gave one on Will Levis, basically saying, you know, hey, he might not be the kid in the back of the class wreaking havoc, but he's telling all the other kids, you know, or he's passing notes and they're wreaking havoc, but his grade's still the same kind of thing. That's in a nutshell. You should go listen to it, though, because it was said much better. But there was
you can read his notes.
Yeah, it's in his notebook, word for word. But somebody said, oh, you know, you have always hated on Will Levis. Yeah. This is like a Tennessee against Kentucky thing. You're in all that. You're waiting on his downfall. I'll say this. You were all in on Will Levis during camp at the beginning of the summer, with him taking the guys to Cabo, with them working, with him talking about the leadership aspect. You were all in on Levis. You thought this offensive line was going to be better, and you thought that he would have the chance to succeed because we saw glimpses of it last year. So that is not accurate. You have not been. I'm the one that said, I'm a little concerned at some point during camp with accuracy issues with connections
You were
with
the first one
Calvin
to say
Ridley
that.
stuff.
Yeah, the Slay stuff was.
You were all about him.
Yeah, I was pushing it down when you were saying it.
I appreciate this because, during the draft process, you were like, he's a Nathaniel that, this and this. And when they drafted him, you were upset. And then when you saw him at practice, you open-mindedly gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
And wanted to give him time to evaluate. And we all have our different times where we're going to make up our mind about this guy.
Right.
And you had an open mind with Will.
Yeah. And if you, I'm glad that Zeph documented it the kind of way he did, even though it was putting out just our clips. But you look at it, and you can go back to TikTok or Instagram, wherever, and see where he documented it. You can see the transformation and me questioning what's going on. And the only reason that happens is because I'm saying I've been able to watch him. This isn't somebody that I just watch all of a sudden just pop in. I've been able to watch him, and I think the bar is we're dropping the bar to where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And I think back to all of the things that these analysts have said, like a Coach Sale that's watching film day in and day out, him not being able to throw people open. Think about the passes that get him in trouble.
Yeah.
It was a clip put out, if you watched the game last night, Jamar Chase's corner end zone catch right there at the pylon. Jamar Chase had, and Lord knows I'm not trying to compare him to Joe Burrow, but I'm just saying, in general, of a quarterback letting the ball go and throwing and leading the guy open.
Trusting it.
Yes, Jamar Chase's head was not even around yet when the ball was let go. He was looking at the corner to try to fake him like he was going inside and was turning. And as soon as he turned his head, the ball was there. Jamar Chase didn't hesitate to not put his hands up. He didn't turn like, let me locate the ball. He turned, put his hands up when he turned his head like the ball should be here. That's what I'm saying by timing and throwing it open. I haven't seen that yet. Have we seen flashes of him being able to put the ball on people? Yes. Does he have strong arm capabilities? Yes. Can he run somebody over? Yes. Is he fearless in the pocket? Yes. Did he correct him drifting from the left side early in the year? Yes. Is that enough? No. Even with the line doing what it's doing.
This is your response on Twitter that I loved. Doing what we do, this is a great way to put it. It's easier to say that someone is a hater. I get it. It comes with the territory. So we understand that when you come at us like that.
And that's okay.
You're in the opinion business.
Yeah. You know? My whole thing is, call in 615-737-1045. You don't have to say hater. You can call in and get your point across and say, hey, man, this is the way I feel. I feel like this because of boom. And then let me give a chance to rebuttal.
What is the path to victory?
Zeph is riding a moped.
You're going to get carpal tunnel telling us to break.
He's going to get, what's the other thing that you had to wear? You had to wear the little thing, mommy hand. What is it?
Oh, mommy thumb.
He's going to get mommy thumb. That's what he's going to get. Put them little braces on.
Well, maybe if you hit the brakes.
Well, hey, we're trying.
Look at the spicy producer we have. Who is this? Listen.
Dog's already told me no twice a day, and I don't
did.
like
I
it.
told him no. I was like, no, I have something else to say.
Oh, you
did?
I did. All right. Yeah, I know, because break times come down on me.
Love you, Zeph. We love you.
But when we come back, what is the path for victory for the Titans against the Cincinnati Bengals? Is there one? 615. By the way, the line dropped from 5.5 to 4.5.
Really?
After the Monday Night Football game. 615-737-1045. Fellas, if you feel like you've lost more than just a step or two, it could be low testosterone. Don't wait. Get your levels checked by the experts at Low T Center. They have over a decade of experience with testosterone therapy, or TRT. And for established patients, they offer an at-home TRT treatment that includes both lab testing and medication. The TRT plan from Low T Center is a personalized treatment plan, not just the basic standard treatment offered by some providers. And the at-home TRT plan ships directly to your door. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment. lowtcenter.com, reinventing men's healthcare. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, broadcasting live from Toy Field, presented by First Horizon Bank. Today, inside Gate 6 of Nissan Stadium until 6 p.m. Lot H is where you can park, and you can park, bring your gifts inside. It's the river side of the stadium this year because of the construction on the new stadium, but you can park and bring your gifts in. Or you
Put
can
your gifts on the field.
You totally stopped me.
Babsy.
You totally stopped me.
Let's go.
You talk so loud when your mic is on the table, you still get it. I mean, it's fine. Or you can stop and one of our elves will come get your gifts and put them on the field. And Babsy,
by the way, we say field. It's not the big field where they play on. We have like a makeshift field that we built up here. So it's not like you have to walk far. Don't think that you have to walk upstairs or anything. Just bring all the toys.
You know, my first year being with you guys, that's what I thought it was.
That's what I thought it was my first year,
like
too.
I was like, dog. And y'all used to say y'all filled it up.
That's what I thought it was, too. I'm like, how are you going to fill that field?
I was like,
that's what I thought, yeah.
Dude, I understand the volunteer state, and we got nice people, but good gosh. Like, that's it right there. If you fill that bad boy up, I wonder if we fill it up. Can we at least go to the 50?
Maybe we should try that next year.
We should at least try to go to the 50 from the end zone.
Okay.
That's a lot of space.
That's a heck of a toy drive right there.
It's
we'll
got to
take
be
care
about
of all the Salvation Army Forgotten Angels.
615-737-1045. We will be here until 6 o'clock. Our thanks to A.O. Smith. Find a local water heater supplier near you. Visit hotwater.com. Pig and Pie supplied breakfast this morning. Holiday season is here, so make it easy with Pig and Pie Catering. Pig and Pie is a full-service caterer that has been serving Middle Tennesseans for over 25 years. From barbecue to breakfast, Pig and Pie does it all online at pigandpie.net and on Facebook at Pig and Pie Catering. O'Charlie's supplied lunch. I'm eating a ham and turkey sandwich right now that they brought cozy up this holiday season with O'Charlie's. They have a new limited menu featuring Nashville hot chicken and maple waffle fries.
I like that.
Hot chicken and maple waffle fries.
But give me a waffle though.
A waffle fry?
They're like a waffle and a pancake.
We just invented something. Thanks to my stupidity.
Anybody want waffles?
And inability to read. Crab cakes. They've got crab cakes at O'Charlie's. Fried okra.
Fried okra.
Why do they get crab cakes at O'Charlie's?
I don't know, but fried okra is the greatest gift ever made. No, not slimy, fried.
I know, but it should be kind of slimy.
Sometimes they're kind of slimy.
Oh, no. I'm
not saying I don't know what O'Charlie's is doing to them.
That's a good batch.
Don, I think for Christmas, I'm going to go steal a bag of fried okra from Cracker Barrel and just give it to you.
Will you? That will make my Christmas.
No, I'm going to do that for Christmas.
You think I'm playing?
No, I'm that's what your Christmas present for me.
You can't just throw something out there like that. Do it.
Yeah, fried okra and boiled peanuts are my two,
oh my gosh.
Let me just live my best life.
Boiled peanuts are the worst thing
Who
ever.
are you? Who are you?
You want to talk about slimy?
Boiled peanuts done right are the best. Hit the roadside stands.
You want boiled peanuts? Here's what you do. You take peanuts that are really great and you turn them into something terrible by putting them just dumping them into water and just leave them there for a while.
Something's really great.
And then you eat them. Then you eat these wet, slimy peanuts.
Salty, yummy goodness.
I've never had them. Oh.
Mr. Babs had never had one.
Turn it into hominy if you boil them.
Hominy?
Yeah. Hominy. From corn. It's a big
I don't even know what that is.
Who is hominy?
It's a slimy corn.
It's grits, right?
No, grits
no.
I thought hominy was in grits.
I don't do grits either. Hominy grits are basically, they come from corn.
I don't do grits.
But anyway, no, and you don't do boiled peanuts either if you're in the right mind.
Not boiled peanuts, not grits. And now all the messages are going to come in on the YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. You can watch the show there.
Twitch, please.
Heaven and Bake Chat is open, so you can comment on our foolishness there. Holiday food at its finest being served now at O'Charlie's.
Now look at the fog around Madison Square Garden on the picture.
What is this picture from?
It looks like a scene in The Joker.
Getting ready tonight for the game.
Speaking
outside
of
Madison Square Garden.
Should I watch
Tennessee tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Should I watch The Joker with what's her name in it?
The second one?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I was told. I was told it was awful.
They watched it and said it was horrific, and then I watched up on this story, and a lot of people came back and said, you were absolutely right.
So don't watch The Joker, too?
No, they said it's bad.
Oh, man, the first one was so good, though.
First one was so good.
They said that he was forced to make this one.
So he did it a different way?
Yeah, he said, okay, y'all want me to make it? Y'all twisting my hand. I don't want to make a second one. Okay, I'll just make it like a musical.
Lady Gaga's who you're thinking of, by the
Lady
way.
Gaga, yeah.
And he made it like a musical. They say it's terrible.
I heard the ending was just...
That movie, good and terrible.
Was the ending as bad as everybody says it was?
I didn't say it. They say the whole movie's terrible.
I haven't seen it. That's
No,
the
I have
point
not
of this
seen it.
conversation. No, we haven't either.
I thought Slay said he saw it.
No, Slade
Okay.
didn't see it
No.
because of people telling him not to see it.
Oh, that's
Right.
exactly why I didn't go watch it.
Okay. Law Tigers helping us out today. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, even if it was months ago, call Law Tigers today for a free case evaluation. Don't settle or let your insurance get away with paying you as little as possible. Contact the Law Tigers, Tennessee Motorcycle Lawyers, lawtigers.com. And we appreciate Enbright Credit Union for helping out as well. We've had a lot of great people get involved. FSI brought a ton of gifts just a little while ago, so we appreciate those guys. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. We've got some room on the AstroTurf field that we all put together for you to get some more toys. What is Bop doing?
Man,
Bopping?
like in a lean bop stance.
What
No,
happened
he's
to
also
you?
standing under the heater. It's starting to get a little chilly.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a coat on today. That's how awesome it was,
was
when
cool.
we first got here.
How am I putting my coat on before you do? This is
I'm about
amazing.
to. Next break.
Bob, what happened to you? You were bent over laughing about something by yourself in the middle of the thing.
Just Kirby being Kirby.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
usual.
that'll happen. Let's go to the phone, Sammy. 615-737-1045. It sounds like Casablanca. Play it again, Sammy. Dante in Nashville is on line 3. Sammy. Dante, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, 3HL? I love y'all. I promise you're the only thing that keeps me sane on this drive.
Good, because we're crazy. So you can be sane because we're crazy.
So, yeah. But here's something that's really crushing my heart right now. Over this week, I've been listening. Everybody keeps saying, want to see the Titans win, want to see the Titans win. And then they're also saying, well, we got to leave Levis out there for 17 games. Well, I want to see Levis for 18 games. I'm saying this. Why not put Rudolph in? Because what I'd like to see as a Titans fan, I want to see if it's the system or if it's Levis. Because at the end of the day, we need to be able to sort out who's the one not making this thing work. Is the play calling or the play executor? Because if you guys remember, Rudolph came in 2 back-to-back weeks, 300 yards of passing, and Levis had never done this in this offense.
My concern about Rudolph is long-term. The guy can't throw the ball down the field. Like, he doesn't have the NFL starting quarterback arm talent, right?
I understand that, but
I get what you're saying. I don't know. I'm
I
just
think
looking.
you already know the answer with him, though, Dante.
Yeah, I mean,
that's my take.
That's what Greg Cosell says.
Yeah.
You know what he is.
Is it more important for the Titans to get some wins under their belts, or is it to see if Levis is the guy or not?
Well, this is where it comes down to big picture thinking, or have you already made up your mind? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are like, okay, let's evaluate at the end of the season, okay? And I think that's fair. I think a lot of people
give him the rest of the season.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are like, I know what this guy is.
I'm done.
And he's not. I'm done. And I think that's also fair. Right? Like, I think this is going to be, I said last offseason was the most interesting in Titans history. I think this one will be more interesting than last one. And here's the other thing, and this is why me and Babs kind of laughed at each other. It says Dante on line 3. Dante in Nashville, give Rudolph a chance to lead. I really thought he was talking about a reindeer.
I did too. So, Dante, I legit, and even when you first said Rudolph, I was like, oh my gosh, he's talking about Mason Rudolph. I thought we were talking about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Babs and I looked at each other. We were like, oh my gosh, we were so dumb.
But, Dante, do you know why? Because I totally forgot about Mason Rudolph.
Me too.
That's where I am
about
on
those
him.
300-yard games.
Yeah.
And the fans didn't either. And it's like, listen, is it the system or is it Levis? And the fans need to know because, we're already frustrated. It's already hard. Even Big Jeff can't do it. And when Big Jeff, the biggest smack talker on the team, can't put together the words to tell the people, that things are going downhill. So give Big Jeff something to talk about. Get them dogs something to lift their heads up about. A win with Rudolph is still better than a loss with Levis. The fans need a win.
That's a T-shirt. That's a T-shirt.
That is
hey,
a T-shirt.
fair, Dante, fair. Appreciate you, bro. 615-737-1045. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Anthony says, Mayor, try the cheese grits at Hattie B's.
Ooh, yeah.
Are y'all grits people?
Yep.
So man, especially when
Especially when you load them up with something.
especially when you fried with something. Like,
Wait.
I go sit down and
Fried grits?
No, me fried, eating the grits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cheese grits and Welch's grits.
Man, like, boy, when I sit down, boy, and put the
Glad
grits on
you
your stomach.
specified that.
We'll
I'm
make
going to
you
pull
all
a
right.
sleigh here. I've never had them.
Never had grits?
Where the hell
Damn,
are
yo.
you from?
Yeah, that's
Born
Southern
in
all day.
Tullahoma,
That's
raised
Southern
in
all day.
Nashville.
There is no excuse for you to have
should've
never
accidentally
tried
had some grits.
I'm bringing you some tomorrow.
I'll have it. I'll have it with y'all. I will have it no other way.
Not something
I'll bring him
with
tomorrow.
us.
Will you eat 'em
let's wait
at-
till let's wait till we get to DC.
Why?
Do they have grits in D.C.?
I don't know.
We ain't eating grits in D.C.
I just like to do things out of town for some reason.
Okay.
New Orleans grits, baby.
Oh.
Good stuff,
Oh,
grits.
shrimp
Yeah,
and
that's
grits.
it.
Yeah.
That's
Super
it.
Bowl.
That's it. That's what we'll wait till then. That's the one.
I'll do it. I'll do it in New Orleans.
Ooh. Hey,
I'll do it in New Orleans.
Yeah, today, what is his name? Dan? Dave.
Dante.
Dan, Dave, Dante. My bad, Dante. Hey, man. But this is what I was saying in week 7, 8. Like, let's not get to week 14, 15, and then think about pulling the cord on Will Levis. No, once we get past week 12, we're riding this bad boy out, baby. Buckle up.
And I was thinking
That's
about
what I think.
was thinking about that because I'm all in on riding it out. And then when he got hit on that last play, the first half, I was like, watch him go out for the rest of the season. Now we got to evaluate on these 4.5 games. Are you kidding me right
that was
now?
on Latham, too.
I know.
Yeah.
Allen ran right by him.
I mean, fast.
Looked like last year.
Yeah, that was fast. He didn't even get
It
that.
looked
Was-
like Daly and Dillard.
that didn't look
What
like
happened
Latham.
there? Was that like a miscommunication?
On the snap count or something. I don't know. It was timed up.
He
I
was a
don't know. It
step
was
slow.
just he was gone. Like he didn't even get a chance to hold him or push him in the back or nothing. He was out of there.
Hines Allen took a full step
Yes, he
before
did.
J.C. Latham even moved.
The play before number 22, the cornerback on that blitz right there, he got around NPF. He went right under NPF's arm. Like, excuse me.
He's the new Autobahn.
Like, what are you doing though?
He went right
His
under
Autobahn.
his arm.
Like, dude, it was crazy. Like, that was wild, man.
All he had to do was like swat down and he would have knocked him on the ground.
That's where I understand the frustration of Levis on that point, though. Like, it's like, what the hell y'all want me to do?
And also Big Jeff, who was like, I'm tired of seeing my quarterback on the turf.
Squirming.
Plus you know
Squirming on the turf. Isn't that what he said?
Yes,
Squirming?
Plus you know the pressure's coming as a quarterback, but you still have to do your job and stand in there and try to deliver the football, knowing you're about to get whacked.
Yeah, that's the trouble. It's a hard job, man. That's a hard job. That's a hard job.
So Murphy from WTN, Murph is riding a bike around Nissan Stadium concourse.
That's riding.
Didn't he get in trouble for doing that last year?
Yes.
He did.
So what is he doing?
Okay.
I don't know. The Salvation Army people were like, get off the bike.
It's the other side of the.
Look at him.
He's having a great time too. It's the
Although
other
it's
side
not a
of the
kid bike, it's a bigger.
It's a big girl bike.
Yeah, it's a bigger bike.
Did you say a big girl bike?
A bigger bike.
That's a big boy bike.
But he literally got told to get off
He
that thing
did
last
because he
year.
was about to ride around the whole stadium last year. At least he's just riding right here in the concourse.
All right, so Scott, sorry, I'm back on. So
What you got?
I'm
Dante?
totally changing the subject. No,
That's okay.
no, I'm back on college football and coaching vacancies and everything that is going on because I saw Scott Frost is back at UCF.
5-year deal.
So I'm like trying to figure out with the bowl games I work who's going to be coaching at some of these schools and whatever else. I have Nebraska in one. I've got West Virginia in one.
Yeah.
You know, crazy. I mean, what are y'all's thoughts for a coach going back to a place where they had success? I feel like second time around's never going to be as good.
Plus, they signed him to a big deal. 5 years.
Well, yeah,
and
because he killed it there.
whatever it was.
Yeah, great year.
And then
Full
went
of
to
hypers.
Nebraska and fell apart. But, I mean, my guess is it'll work.
Well, and
I mean,
then
he
there's
did it
the
before.
reports Rich Rod interviewed back at West Virginia for a
That's crazy too.
retread.
That's crazy too. Like hey, listen, if it worked, go back to it. The transfer portal's open for a reason, but I'm just saying your work is beyond hard now, Babs, because
I mean,
not only you got to keep up with the players,
Who are
you gotta
opting out.
you got to keep up with the coaches. Who you don't even know what coach gonna be there.
You don't even know.
His staff
And half
everything.
of the staff, if they're coaching a
You know what it
game,
is.
they're walking dead.
Yep.
There is a saying out there: you can never go home again. Oh my
Apparently-
gosh, Murphy's
no.
going like 40 miles an hour on that.
The saying is you can always go home again, isn't it?
No, you can never go home again.
No,
Die the
that's
hero.
not it.
Yeah,
Sammy?
it's in Grosse Pointe Blank. Oatman, you can never go home again. But if you do, It'll be a Altamart or whatever because they he went to go see his old house. They tore his house down and built a convenience store, and he was mad. So he said, "It's what they say. You can never go home again."
I wish y'all would put y'all caps on y'all waters.
Okay. When we come back, speaking of coaches,
Can we make you nervous?
the Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year list is out.
Oh,
is Clark Lee on it? We'll tell you next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. So Brentwood Jewelry is hosting their Bourbon and Bremont event on Wednesday, December 11th. That is tomorrow from 2 until 6 p.m. The event will showcase exclusive Bremont watches for one night only and includes a free gift with purchase. Come by and enjoy their craft bourbon tastings at Brentwood Jewelry while you shop. The Bourbon and Bremont event, Wednesday, December 11th. That's tomorrow from 2 until 6 o'clock. At Brentwood Jewelry, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road, 7012 Church Street. BrentwoodJewelry.com is the website. Holidays are here. Hard to believe, but it's true, and Brentwood Jewelry can help you out. As we all know, Christmas is a popular time for you to propose. It's also a time for giving to those that you love. Brentwood Jewelry can give you the experience that you want with a surprise gift of that dream ring that she's always wanted or at a price that you can afford. Maybe you're looking for something custom and unique. Brentwood Jewelry can help you out with their custom design team. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
I love living in Middle Tennessee. We've got great restaurants, entertainment, sports, and one of the nation's top Ford dealers right here in our backyard. Two Rivers Ford. Remember that name. Two Rivers has been a staple in our community since 1983. They're locally owned. They have a non-commissioned sales team, and they sell below MSRP. They've been doing business with integrity for decades. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Toy Field Day here on the big 104.5 The Zone of Love.
And who?
On the big 104.5 The Zone of Love.
That's our show?
I don't know. That's the station. That's today. There's a whole lot of love on that field over there. There are gifts for kids and toys and gifts and toys for seniors and all that stuff. And Murph Dog from TN's playing with all of them. So there's
Murph Dog is having a ball.
I thought he was like going to do a show or something. Oh, he already did it, 12 to 3. So he's just hanging out. Anyway, we are too. And Babsy brought up some. By the way, Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, Kirby is here. Zeph is here. Who else we got? Bob is here.
Salvation Army is here.
Mm-hmm.
Santa Claus is here with an elf.
I can't believe you called him Santa Claus.
I know. I call him Ho Ho.
Ho-Ho's here.
You called it. You called him Ho Ho to him, and he said, "What'd you call me?"
Sorry, Santa.
So we'll be here until 6 o'clock, accepting any unwrapped gifts that you might want to bring by. Again, inside Gate 6, which is on the river side of the stadium. This is year 17 for Toy Field and 104.5 The Zone. The Salvation Army's Forgotten Angels program is
such an important program.
Yes, incredible what these guys do and incredible what you guys do. And so you can pull into Lot H and park and bring your gifts in and come say hello, or you can pull up and one of our elves will get your gifts and get them on the field.
I heard FedEx brought a whole truckload of toys.
FedEx came with it.
FSI in Nashville brought a bunch of toys, a bunch of bags of toys. Thank you, all of you.
Way to represent, way to support. Such a support.
Yes. So grab the kids, go pick up a new unwrapped toy or 2 or 3 or whatever you can afford, and come by here, say hi to Santa Claus, get your picture with him for free, and drop off those toys. And the seniors, Kirby.
Kirby, I wish you would listen to the show because we keep saying this
over and over and over, Curbster.
These bikes are really cool.
Yeah, they are. They're awesome.
Zeph's thinking about it.
How many bikes
I'm not gonna ride
are there?
No. How many bikes are there?
There are a bunch of kid bikes over there.
Yeah,
Zeph's body weight that bike could hold Zeph's body weight.
Yeah, Zeph only weighs 130.
See, I told Blaine and Zach that I like this purple one over here in the corner.
What is it?
It's just a purple bike.
It's not a princess bike?
It's a huffy purple bike. It's got glitter on it.
It's got purple training
It's
wheels.
iridescent.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
And glitter.
And then Zach was like, well, what about this orange and black one? But then I looked, it's got blue on it. It looks like Florida colors. And I was like, no.
What is iridescent?
Yeah, hold on. What the
glittery?
hell is iridescent?
Sparkly?
What is wrong with you guys? You don't know iridescent?
I have no clue what iridescent
I know a lot of words, but I don't know that one.
And if you don't know, you damn well know I don't know.
It's almost like blue, silver, glittery, shimmery. It's shimmery.
Okay.
Listen, I just went to a dance competition.
You know about
Yes, you did. Yeah. Props to Hadley. Her team finished second. That's great.
Yeah, a dance competition, and next door was a cheerleading competition.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, iridescent rhinestones, I am pretty sure that you could see this damn event from space.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many rhinestones in my life. I'm like, what am I doing with my life right now?
And you love to do projects like that.
Oh, hey, I'll rhinestone anything. I'll put some rhinestones on something for you. But that gave me anxiety.
Iridescent heaven.
Holy, I promise you could see it from space.
Iridescent.
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 Iridescent. We should just come up with that word, Jay.
That's indirect iridescent. That's
Indirect shimmery.
Indirect shimmery.
You can't control us over here, baby.
And we'll figure it out, man. Give us long enough.
This is what the Titans have done to us right here. This is it.
Iridescent hopes right now.
I was going to say, I saw those rom-com.
They aren't iridescent.
You know those rom-com Christmas movies on Netflix? I saw one. I forget the name of it. I started it, and the girl in the movie's name was Hadley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go watch it now.
Yeah, she's 20 years old, and she's chasing this British dude.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Babsy, what did you say? You're going to have to go do what now?
Watch that.
Babsy.
I know. No, I do like some holiday.
She likes some
Hallmark
of the
Channel.
Hallmark Christmas movies.
Don't side with her on that, yours.
She does like them.
Babsy's not watching no movies. The movie may watch her with a glass of wine, but she's not going to watch the movie. I'm right there with you. That's what I'm saying.
The Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year finalists are.
Hey, give me this.
Sorry, I'm counting. There are 9.
Get to me. Like, what's waiting on?
I was counting. There are 9 names on this list. All right. Kirby Smart, Georgia.
Okay.
He's on the list. Jeff Monken, Army. We're going to see him this weekend.
Hey.
Rhett Lastly, SMU.
Strong list so far.
On the Coach of the Year. Congrats to that guy. He's come a long way, man.
Yeah.
Also,
From high school ball under Gus Malzahn to
isn't that crazy?
basically always under his shadow, eventually turned into his OC, and then finally had to leave. Couldn't get a head coaching job because everybody thought it was Gus's offense and it wasn't Rhett.
Yeah.
So he went to UConn and took the OC job, the worst
To get
offense in
out
the
from under him?
entire
Yeah.
country, and put them in the top 50 offensively, and then finally got the SMU job.
And that dude will get fired up on the sideline, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
I remember y'all talking
Yeah,
about
he's a little, he's kind of like
listen.
strawberry blonde redhead. He's got a little fire in him.
You try to make a bad call with that guy on the sideline.
Got something for you.
He's got something for you. Zeph just reacted like his dog just got hit by a car or something.
Max Fried. Sorry, this is baseball. This is like completely out of my
What?
realm.
Nobody cares.
Oh, what, dog? If it ain't Juan Soto signing for
doing?
$780 million, we don't want to hit.
Former Braves left-handed pitcher just signed with the Yankees on an 8-year deal.
Oh, you hate the Yankees.
Yeah.
That's what the reaction was.
That's what the reaction was from.
Okay, back to the list. Rhett
That's
Lastly, SMU. Dan Lanning, Oregon.
Okay.
Makes sense, undefeated. Marcus Freedom. Marcus Freeman.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You can watch the show live. It's more entertaining.
Yeah, you might
YouTube,
wanna see
Facebook Live, and Twitter and Twitch. Kenny Dillingham, Arizona State.
Twitch, lady.
You want to talk about
Listen.
crazy? Twitch, please.
How about that dude?
He's crazy.
34 years old. He's crazy. But
You see it in his eyes.
He grew up.
Kenny
grew up
Dillingham.
with Arizona State. He grew up an Arizona State fan. Like I saw on game day, they did a piece on him, and they showed like pictures of him in the crowd as like a 10-year-old kid,
Really?
just dressed and ensconced in. See, I know that word. Ensconced in Arizona State gear. No, he was not iridescent. It was like that red and gold stuff that they wear with devils and pitchforks. But
He's 34 years old.
He went from that to the head coach of that program and leads them into the first college football playoff.
He took over for Herm?
Yeah.
Took over for Herm. Yep.
I mean, and
34 years old.
it was kind of a disaster.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, when they all bolted to get out of bed.
Yeah.
Boise State coach Spencer Danielson on the list. This is Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year finalist. Again, all these awards will get announced Thursday, right? I think the show is on Thursday. Shane Beamer, South Carolina. Did an incredible job. I didn't think that team was going to do anything, and man, they were fun.
Incredible job.
I'm going to tell you. Okay, go ahead and finish.
You want me to finish before you tell me?
Yep.
The last name on the list, Kirk Cignetti, Indiana. And that's who I think should win it, honestly.
I voted for that.
Good for you.
Clark Lee should be on that list.
Well, I was like, do I tell you who I voted for? I guess I probably shouldn't. Right?
That's who I would vote for.
But those are some, I mean, you could get away with any of those as your first place vote and be fine.
But to think about what Indiana was and forever.
Yes.
And to completely flip the switch.
Yes.
All
and
of them
I don't
teams
care
you
what
name.
your
I don't care
schedule
who
is.
you play.
Because normally that schedule, they're losing half those games.
You've got to change a mindset of 100 people from losing to winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Totally agree.
That's hard.
I just think that list is good with everybody that you named till it got to Shane Beamer. Because if you put Shane Beamer on that list, then Clark Lee needs to be on that list. Josh Heupel needs to be on that list. Even Billy Napier, he needs to be on that list. If that's the case, because
I'm glad you said that. I agree with it. I didn't think about that.
Tennessee was picked to finish 7th in the SEC.
Yep.
Were they?
Yep.
Yes.
7th.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Where do you think Vandy was picked to finish?
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Billy Napier, we said this man was...
He was about to be fired.
He was gone. Like the only thing left there was the hat that was sitting on the staircase that he forgot to pack. Like his house was empty. Like that's what I'm telling. I'm just like, we gonna put Beamer on there? Nah, man, you got to put. And Beamer, I ain't saying he didn't do a great job. Beamer did a great job, but
you're right,
man. For Napier to still be there, for Heupel to be picked 7th, and to go and do that,
10
and then man, what? Then Clark Lee. Hey man, people done lost their damn mind. Clark Lee took Texas to the. Onside kick away.
Yeah.
Should have won in Missouri. You know what I mean?
Overtime in Missouri.
Man, come on, man. They wrong. They wrong. The nomination means something
Alabama.
to me. Beat Bama.
Yeah. Beat Auburn.
Beat Auburn. They beat Florida too? Feel like it. They probably didn't, but they feel like it.
What did they do against Florida?
They beat somebody else.
I don't remember.
Zeph, did they beat Florida? Did Vandy beat Florida?
Why do we not remember Vandy, Florida?
Because, like what Babsy said, like this was so long. Like the season was so quick, but so long.
This season has been incredible,
dude. Week to week,
college football on crack, man.
Like
Zeph's gonna figure it out. 615-737-1045 if you want in.
Florida. No, they didn't play this year.
Okay,
that's why we don't know.
Last year they boat raced them.
Well, I don't care about last year.
Yeah, but
that's
the year
why
before, Florida spanked them. I mean, Vandy spanked them the year before with Mike Wright.
31-24 year before.
Mike Wright. Vandy, Mississippi State, Northwestern. What's next for him?
Yeah. Actually, UCF first.
Mike Wright was at UCF first?
I didn't know that.
He was an early enrollee at UCF and then left.
Interesting. Thank you, Sammy.
You're welcome.
These guys go all over the place, man. The portal opened yesterday.
So he was never physically at UCF.
Yeah. Did he play?
That's why we didn't know that, because he's from Atlanta.
Yep.
Yeah, Pops is here.
His parents listen to our show.
So does he.
We learned so does he. Yeah. He's one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Hi to the rights, by the way.
Yo, shut up.
We are all over the board. Yeah. 5 o'clock hour coming up. Who the hell knows? But we are at Toy Field, Nissan Stadium, inside Gate 6. We'd love to see you. Bring unwrapped gifts. Salvation Army's Forgotten Angels program will be here till 6. So will Santa. He's standing right over there. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Fellas, if you feel like you've lost more than just a step or two, it could be low testosterone. Don't wait. Get your levels checked by the experts at Low T Center. They have over a decade of experience with testosterone therapy, or TRT. And for established patients, they offer an at-home TRT treatment that includes both lab testing and medication. The TRT plan from Low T Center is a personalized treatment plan, not just the basic standard treatment offered by some providers. And the at-home TRT plan ships directly to your door. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment. lowtcenter.com, reinventing men's healthcare.
Good afternoon. It's 5:03. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from Toy Field here at Nissan Stadium. The Titans have released offensive lineman Leroy Watson. They signed kicker Braden Narveson, linebacker Curtis Bolton, and tackle Kellen Deich to the practice squad. In Vols news, the SEC announced its all SEC teams where 6 Vols made the cut. Running back Dylan Sampson, center Cooper Mays, and edge rusher James Pierce Jr. were named to the first team. Cornerback Jermon McCoy was named to the second team, and offensive lineman Javonte Spraggins, as well as kickoff specialist Josh Turbyville, made third team. Tonight, number 1 Tennessee Hoops begins its defense of the top spot against Miami in the Jimmy V Classic at Madison Square Garden. Guard Darlington Dubar has been ruled out of tonight's game. Tip-off for that one is at 5:30 on ESPN. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful evening in the Music City. It is cloudy and drizzly, and they're talking about snow showers tonight. It's getting colder. Kirby's temperature on his clock says 55 degrees. I do not believe him.
That is broken. That's definitely broken.
I just now put my jacket on. It was pretty warm.
I can't believe it.
This is from the.
I've been cold for
the
a
lady
minute.
that's always cold.
She's always cold. And we're always hot.
You guys are
Something's
just
all right.
soft.
I'm going to go back here behind us and do a wash-away toast.
There are a lot of beers.
On the whole
They're big
stadium.
beers.
Yeah, they're all locked up.
I need to rinse the stadium down with washaways.
By the way, we were talking about Vanderbilt wins. Drew Maddox with a message. He said, don't forget about Vanderbilt beating Kentucky.
I knew
That
it was
is
somebody
true.
else, yeah.
That is true.
What did they? How many SEC wins they have? 4? 5? Come on, Slade, look it up. Not to answer my own question. I know what to do.
Do you do that at the house sometimes?
Yes. I absolutely do.
They were 6-6.
Yeah, overall.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Patsy's here. She's not cold.
What up?
What up, Babsy?
Let's go. Happy Tuesday.
Babsy is going to Happy Valley next weekend. You get the Friday nighter, SMU and Penn State.
No, it's Saturday.
Oh, it is Saturday?
Friday night is IU and Notre Dame.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband's going to that one.
He is. That's probably where you got confused.
That is where I got confused because I did talk to him about that.
He's going to that. My game, SMU at Penn State, is noon.
Yes, it's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay. That'll be a good game, I think.
I think so.
I'm with Slay on that one.
What's the spread on that one right now? I mean, they're all over a touchdown.
7.5. All of the games are 7.5 except for Texas, 11.5 over Clemson.
Okay.
Wow.
At least last time I looked. I don't think there'll be too much movement until next week.
Yeah, better get on the lines early.
And then, like, we were talking about betting bowl games. Like, it's tough because Vanderbilt and Georgia Tech, with Haynes King at quarterback, Georgia Tech's a 2-point favorite. But what if he enters the portal, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, so you don't rush to the window to grab Georgia Tech because if Haynes King doesn't play, then you probably go Vandy, right?
Yep.
Vandy just announced they sold out their ticket allotment.
For next year?
No, for the bowl game.
Oh. I was like, whoa.
And they said that they're trying to secure more tickets to the Birmingham Bowl.
Good for them.
Yeah, no, great.
They get Georgia Tech.
What
you
a
saw
year
Brent
for them,
Key and the athletic director at Georgia Tech just signed long-term extensions.
Yeah, yep.
I really like that Brent Key dude.
I do
Former
too.
offensive lineman.
Yo, he's the one that put me on the new pins, the new writing pins, the tolls.
Which put me on the new pins.
Yes.
Wow, that's funny.
Brent Key is just like spreading pin love everywhere.
Brent Key begat you, begat me on pins.
Yep.
Executive producer of 3HLSF.
What up?
And Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building.
Dawn is right. You can Google search toll pins. Is that TUL or TOL?
TUL.
TUL. Yeah, Google search it. They're the best pens out there.
They really are.
Nice pens.
Slay Dog, number 1 ranked Tennessee, 8-0, takes on Miami, who is 3-6. Miami has lost 6 games in a row tonight in Madison Square Garden. The Vols are favored by 14.5. Vols guard Chaz Lanier, if y'all haven't turned to the basketball side of things, check him out tonight. Averaging 18.8 points per game while shooting 47.7% from the 3-point line. How does Tennessee respond, do you think, to being ranked number 1?
Of course, the target is on the back. And let me just go and say this to Vol Nation now. Tennessee will not remain number 1 throughout the rest of the year.
Thank you for throwing that out there.
You know what I mean? Not in basketball. That's just not how it works, people.
That's not how it works.
So it's going to be somebody that's going to play outside of their mind. When you play the number 1 team, it's part of it. That's what happens. But I do think you take it as a pat on the back for a reward of what your hard work and everything and you coming together got you right now.
Yes.
Now,
because you're not going undefeated.
No. I mean, if you are, boy, woo.
When was the last one? Indiana in the 70s?
Yep.
Yeah. That Isaiah Thomas team?
That's tough to do, man. Like, that is a tough feat to get done.
I mean, even that UNLV group didn't go undefeated.
No.
With Larry Johnson and
it's tough.
George Ackles and Greg Anthony and Freddie Banks.
That Duke team with Jay Williams in there, that was a very tough team. Like, it's some tough teams that had to come through. You take a loss. It's just part of it. But I think they're built for it just because of the 2 leaders. When you look at Meshack and Zakai Ziegler, they've been there. You know what I mean? This ain't nothing foreign to them. It's nothing foreign to Gainey. He's had success while there. Nothing foreign to Cade Phillips. You look at guys like that. You got a leader who I think when you look at Zakai, man, it's just different when you get an extension like that of the coach on the floor at all times. Yeah. And people buy into what he's talking about. And he's going to play hard the whole time. It's not about him. He's not trying to go out there and get points. He's really trying to get more assistant points. But you must respect him, man. You got such a plethora of guys to get the ball to the score this year.
Take that, iridescent.
Yeah,
plethora.
Right. Yeah.
So the reason why I asked is because Tennessee, of course, that Bruce Pearl team that beat Memphis, and Memphis became number 1, and then the next game they went to Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt got them.
Yep. That was it. And the tricky thing with that was a rival and in-conference play, and you had just come off a high that was incredible.
That was an incredible game.
Like, dude, that was.
And it went down to the wire.
Yes. Like, that was everything that it was supposed to be and more. It lived up to the billing. Vanderbilt had some dogs that was waiting on them, and they answered the bell, and woo, it was serious for them. But that's what you have this year also in the SEC. That's another reason why I'm saying don't expect any team in the SEC to go undefeated. Like, that's even in just conference play. That's going to be a tough feat to do. But this is a team that's really built for it, and in the upper echelon, not only of the SEC, but in college basketball, and it's been on display.
How cool is Mark Pope and that Kentucky group, man?
Pretty dope, man. Like, they've exceeded all expectations for me.
Did you see him after the last game? They were they like Mark Pope went into the stands after he went into the locker room.
Did he?
He went into the stands and high-fived fans and like hugged people and took pictures. And
yeah, he's that guy. He's that player, that type of guy. The same way he played is the same way he coaches. Genuine, hard on his shoulder, give his shirt off his back for his guys, and they in return do the same thing for him. So, great hire. That's the biggest thing. Kentucky got it right. Even though they went for bigger names and however it failed to Mark Pope. He was the perfect person for that spot. His system was perfect for what Big Blue needed as far as a change in climate and atmosphere. Is exactly what was needed, and they're delivering. So
that was such a hard position to be in, right?
Gosh.
To go from Cal to whoever you are.
Anybody.
Ugh.
Isn't it funny, though, like you go down the list of big names and you can't get them, and then you land on a guy like Tennessee with Heupel?
Yeah.
It's another one.
Yeah.
You know?
That's how, and I think the same thing going to follow for Vandy. I think they overshot in a sense.
Dan Walken ended up on freezing cold takes the other day.
What was he talking about?
His tweet when they hired Heupel was, bless you.
That was a little baby
I'm
sneeze.
cold now.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't
sneeze. Ain't going to scare nobody. Yeah, come on. Well, I'm glad ain't no bear around us. Bear would have just kept coming to get us.
You're right. You would scare a bear with a sneeze.
Well, I'm trying to tell you. You got to make a lot of noise.
It is scary. But
Dan Walken tweeted, he said, see, Tennessee ends up with Josh Heupel. UCF ends up with your boy, Malzahn.
Yep.
He said Tennessee should have hired Malzahn. Now Central Florida actually got better.
Yeah.
Is what he wrote.
Yeah, that was a good one, buddy.
I mean,
so he ended up on freezing cold takes. Do you know what's funny? You remember
missing both takes.
Yes.
Which, I mean, we all do. But
we all do, but he's. I mean, he's kind of an idiot. So, like, obviously, he's going to get taken out.
Tennessee fans cannot stand
Dan
him.
Wolken and I have had lots of direct messages, arguments / conversations. So,
I know. He direct messaged me after he got into it with you about like.
Oh,
and
really?
I was like, I'm not.
Sorry to drag you into my crap. I didn't drag you in.
I forgot about this.
You remember?
This was a long time ago, and I was like, dude, that's your beef with her. Like, I don't have anything to do with it.
And I don't even. Here's how important it was. I don't even remember what it was about, but it was him saying something that I didn't agree with or I thought was stupid, and I told him. So there you go.
Can't believe that. Huh?
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so speaking of that coaching search where Vol Twitter became, popular and everybody in the entire universe then found out about Vol Twitter.
Yeah.
So this North Carolina coaching search, people are likening it to the Tennessee 2017 coaching search. Because of the Gruden and Bill Belichick now, and
what's funny is
do you remember Gruden would like drop little, I mean, just completely unnecessary hints.
Did you see recently? He said that was real. Like he considered taking that job.
Yep.
Like he was close.
Yep.
So you can dive back into that one. The Bill Belichick thing is definitely real.
Well, yeah, because he did an entire segment with Pat McAfee talking about it. And to me, that entire segment was him selling himself to North Carolina. You better do this.
Let's talk about it when we come back. Also, your phone call, 615-737-1045. Toy Field presented by First Horizon Bank today. Inside Gate 6. Lot H will be here until 6 o'clock collecting unwrapped gifts for kids and seniors in need for the Salvation Army's Forgotten Angels program. This is 3HO.
What's happening, people and fellas? I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you right now because you're feeling a little tired. You're out there a little aggravated. You're just not right. Yeah, everything thrown off. You know what you need to do? You need to go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com and go get you a consultation set up. Get you an appointment lined up where you slide on in there and get your T-levels tested because it's going to help. I promise you that. When it comes to whatever you're thinking, low testosterone, weight loss issues, peptide therapy, and more. It's 2 locations that can help you. One in Green Hills, one in Hendersonville. I frequent the one in Green Hills. Matter of fact, I'm headed over there tomorrow. Going to get popped, and boom, I'm right back, man. Energy right where it needs to be. Go work out like I want to. Here's the best part about all of this, though. Your consultation and lab work to find out what's going on in your body is completely free. That's right. You better understand that you are under no obligation to move forward if you don't think you're the right fit. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com to find information on the 2 area locations. You can book your appointment right there online. No reason to delay. Get started today. Get in the game today with GameDayMen'sHealth.com.
3HL 1045, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you. Gator Mike stopped by. Unwrap gifts, man. We need them until 6 o'clock for the toy field. Salvation Army's Forgotten Angels program. Man, this community is so giving. Just looking at all of the generosity that is sitting in front of us. Field loaded down with toys, but we have room for more gifts for kids and seniors in need.
Bring them through.
We'll be here until 6 o'clock.
That's right.
615-737-1045 is the number. Let's go to David in Columbia. David, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man.
Good.
Good. I got a question about the college football playoff.
What's up?
The question I got is, they got Tennessee and Ohio State at an 8 and 9 seed. If a 11 seed SMU wins, then how come they're not playing Oregon? That's what I don't understand.
Right, that would be a reseeding thing. I think they will think about that for next year. I think certainly Chris Lowe told us yesterday that they're definitely going to do the deal where they don't give automatic buys to conference champions next year. They understand that there's a flaw in that little part of this system where you have the 12th ranked team with a bye and the 9th ranked team with a bye. But in terms of reseeding, I think that's a great idea. So we'll just have to wait and see what they do with that.
Well, I mean, it would be interesting to see a Tennessee-Georgia national championship. Go Vols.
There you go, Dave. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you end it.
If that were to happen, a rematch, Tennessee and Georgia, on a neutral field, what do you think happens?
Oh, you can't ask me that. You know what I'm going to tell you. You know exactly.
Because that's all we do.
What's your unbiased opinion? Can you do that? You can do that.
My unbiased opinion, that is a difficult one to go against. And I've just come across this, and I noticed that I did it against Texas. It's difficult to go against Kirby in big games.
Yeah,
He seems to be able to get, and it depends what his team is coming off of. I think it's easier coming off of a win. It's just what bulletin board material he gets.
Right.
I think and where you can get in the first half against his teams. I think, dog, whatever he does at halftime.
Halftime adjustments are some of the best in the country.
Hey, man, I don't know what to say. This is like, anytime Georgia's down or it's a close game, man, take whatever points or whatever's going on at the half with Georgia, and they going to win.
They even lose their starting quarterback and bring in Gunnar Stockton and
it don't matter.
Just keep rolling.
And you know what the crazy thing is? When I was watching, I was like, you know what? I think that's good for them.
What? To go through adversity and
no, just to have Gunnar and get Carson Beck out of there.
That's
like,
why?
I thought
because you think Gunner's better?
For them right now, yes.
In that moment, he was,
yes.
for sure.
In that moment, yeah.
You can look at the offensive line, the way they were responding, the way they start blocking.
Especially if he's not healthy.
Even if he is healthy.
What was that clip you sent us
out of there.
where one of his teammates in the huddle before he went out on the field told Gunner, he said, you need to believe in you as much as I do.
No, he said.
Or whatever it was.
Sorry.
It was something like that.
He said, if you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you, we're going to be fine.
That's it.
And they was fine.
And they were fine.
Man, dog, he ignited that team like no other. You could see the energy shift.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Here it is. It was Lawson Lucky. What a great name, by the way.
Yeah. And I don't know their dynamic.
Alliteration.
And Savage says it all the time, man. People love to back up.
If you trust yourself as much as I trust you, we're in great shape.
Yeah.
That was his comment exactly.
Eric on YouTube says, chill, Slay. Tennessee ain't winning a rematch with Georgia on a neutral field or not as Texas.
You sound like a fool. How about that?
Might as well not even play the game.
How about that? I'll tell you what I'm going to be going to do. I'm going to be going to get my yellow radioactive suit.
What's that for?
That's for when this world it just up and blows up, and you forget the world as you know it.
I can't believe
probably had 12 hours to spend of celebration.
I saw a movie about that. Tom Hanks was in a movie called Finch where it was the apocalypse. And
I'm going to be in there like Independence Day.
It was him and a dog, and he built a robot, and that was just the three of them.
Well, that's going to be me. That's going to be me. Everybody else bye.
Don, I can't believe you didn't see that coming when he said radioactive soup.
Yeah, me and the trophy. That's what it would be left.
I wasn't thinking radioactive, though.
He said the world's going down.
Yeah,
I know, but I don't think radioactive when that's. I just think complete chaos and madness and.
No, he said the end.
Like burning couches.
Yeah. No.
No, he didn't.
That's over.
Yes,
he said
did.
the world would end.
No, but how did you say it?
No, the world as you know it is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better get ready. I'm going out with a bang.
So then I said, so does that mean like somebody will go down to the core of the earth and light a match? And you said,
Probably so.
A nuclear bang?
It could be me.
Going out with the nuclear bang?
It could be me. I
With
could
the
go
radioactive
get
suit
what's that little guy, Elon Musk? He got a little car or something that can go down through there. I'll strap a little dynamite onto me. And goodbye.
I'm going to space.
I'm going to the core.
Oh, okay. You're going the other way.
He does have cars too, you know, right?
Yeah, what's going to happen in space?
You can take one of those Cybertrucks down?
I'll be leaving by myself. Everybody going with me. We going, y'all.
You can take over the moon.
There's no more college football playoff. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Boom.
Everything is over.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. This was a hell of a season.
I know one group of people that would love to have another shot at Georgia. Tennessee's defensive front.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
they did not show up.
No, not at all. They got showed up.
You don't
So,
think Rodney
do
Garner would
you-
have them ready for that?
Yes.
Right? Are you concerned of that leaking into this college football playoff game against Ohio State?
Oh, no. I
think the bigger problem is, sorry, Slay.
No, you good.
I think the bigger question is what Chris Lowe brought up yesterday. The one thing that Josh Heupel really hasn't proven yet is win big game on road. Yeah. And they have an opportunity on the road at night in a stadium that's going to be hostile because they don't usually play night games there. And they have an opportunity to go to Ohio State and get it done.
I've never thought also going into big games they ever walked in playing with house money. I thought last year at Bama.
What do you mean?
I'm about to tell you.
Oh.
I thought last year at Bama, walking into Bama, it was like I kind of expected them, like with Joe Milton, they were going to beat them. And it looked like that in the first half. Then the second half, Bama came out and turned it on. And then Jalen Milroe was born. And it's been over ever since. I thought going into Georgia, I thought they had an opportunity, but it wasn't a house of money. I think going into this with all the chaos that's around Ohio State, from the fans, from them looking at Day, their offensive line being beat up, from Tennessee not lobbying to be in a certain position, it was more so, all right, man, what we playing at? Let's go play it. Let's put the ball down and let's go. I think that is the mentality that you get from Heupel. I think that reflects on his players, and I think they're walking into it with that mindset. I think all of the pressure is on Ohio State. And I think it's without question.
I think specifically coming off the loss to Michigan. The people up there are calling for Ryan Day's head.
I'd fire him.
This ain't good.
You would fire him?
Yep.
This ain't good for Ohio State.
Listen, if you're at Auburn and you're 1-4 against Alabama on the years where you are contending for a national championship, I'm done with you.
You ain't gonna make it.
What's his record against the rest of the Big Ten? 47-1. Mm-hmm. And he's 1-4 against Michigan with 4 straight losses, all as the number 2 team in the country.
With the highest paid roster this year.
And this year
for that purpose.
Highest paid roster and 20.5 point favorite.
This is supposed to be catered to them this year.
So do you think that's a distraction at all?
Yeah, of course he's gonna walk around. They're gonna walk in there like, yeah, hey man, everything is all good. But man, when you get back in there in his little office, he gonna have to change them depends. He gonna soil himself. It's a guarantee. That man out there nervous as hell. You hear me? Man, and them fans ain't letting up them 106,000, whatever, how many it is. They are on that man's neck. Can you imagine the boo birds that's gonna come out?
Yeah.
For that man, boy,
like they fall behind 10-0 or something.
Man, players gonna start looking at each other. Man, they're gonna start going for individual stuff, and them ears are gonna be pinned back on them dogs that's up front for Tennessee on that offensive line where your center is missing and your left tackle is in trouble. Pierce, what? All right, money time. I don't know what's gonna happen after that. Facing Oregon, I ain't got a clue. But this matchup,
you're already moving on.
This matchup right here, oh yeah, put this one right here on the platter.
Okay, I'll give you the, because I have to do this, and I always love doing this.
What, Babsy?
The other side of it.
What?
They're embarrassed that they just lost the way they did to Michigan, to that program.
Yes, they
that
are.
Yet again, they can't beat their rival, and they are fired up to make it all right. And this is the perfect opportunity to do it at home against an SEC team that everybody wants to talk about as the best conference in the country, and they're ready.
You know what I always say with that, Babsy? You can't project as a fan what you want those players to go out there and do. Because in that locker room and with the head leader of that team, man, when them folks, all I needed to see is when them people got to fighting right there on the field, that man stood there with his hands down by the side of his khakis looking like, whoa, what's going on? He didn't grab no players or none of his. Get y'all butt to the locker room. What's wrong? We better than this. He just sat there and watched.
And his players were getting maced.
That's the leader of your team. Give me him all day. Matter of fact, give him a Coke and a smile on the sideline, and we coming to play ball.
And
don't you say nothing, Ryan Day. Depends on deck. It ought to be an endorsement. Soil yourself.
Well, here's the thing, too.
Depends. Diapers for the older people.
You don't know what depends are?
No. I mean, not.
They're definitely not iridescent.
Yeah, no. They got an iridescent color.
They're adult.
Yes,
they're adult diapers, Dunk.
Oh, gotcha. Soil.
Yeah, have them.
So, the last 2 years when they've lost to Michigan, they've gone on to lose their next game, whether it be a bowl game or a playoff game. So it's not like
here's my question.
The bowl game you can't count though because you had
many people leaving.
8 trillion people opt out.
It's not like they've done it before.
Hang on. You said so many people leaving. Have so many on that roster left in their minds?
It could be.
This is a different age.
What are y'all talking about?
No, this is a different age. Are they thinking, well, we just lost to Michigan, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking about where I'm going in the portal. I'm thinking about NFL. I'm done mentally.
You know what I'm thinking too, George?
They still what?
Listen. They still got something to play for. That's not what I'm telling you. This is what I'm saying.
I'm asking
they
a question.
They can still win a national championship. There is nobody.
What if I said all
you
year?
You can ask if you're asking that about Ohio State, you can ask it about Tennessee.
Right.
Of course.
Let me ask you this.
Absolutely not.
Let me ask you this. You can't ask for the other side. Who did I say I don't believe in with Ohio State all year long?
Their quarterback.
Their quarterback. You know what Michigan has what Tennessee has that Michigan doesn't have? Some stellar cornerbacks too. And they got some guys. The DNs can really affect them, but our guys up front, them D tackles, they like to hunt and eat too. So your center being gone, that makes a difference, Babsy. And those passes that couldn't be completed against Michigan, if you think they're going to be completed against Ricky Wright and Jamal McCoy, man, they in for another thing cooking.
I agree with you. I think people are overlooking. I think Vegas is overlooking Tennessee in this matchup.
Yep.
I agree with you. Mm-hmm. But this entire conversation started because we were talking about what happened to Tennessee's defense and defensive front against Georgia.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what did they do to affect Tennessee's defense to where for the really first big time all year they were not effective?
I expect more of a response from a Rodney Gardner like I've seen since that Georgia game than I do from a Ryan Day since the Michigan game to get his troops ready to go compared to what I expect for Tim Banks and Rodney Gardner to get their troops ready to go.
Because one thing you had a nice little extra week to get healthy.
Yeah, that plays dividends. And then don't forget, they ain't got the lean on the passing game. That's the bonus. When we watching Nico and them, what they was doing against Vanderbilt, that was the bonus. One thing we depended on is Bishop and Dylan Sampson. Run that rock.
Yeah. What's your thought on?
I thought it was interesting what I heard Ryan Day say on game day before the Michigan game.
What is that?
He said, we prepare for this game every day of the year. Are you
way to put too much pressure on it.
Like, are you putting too much on that? Like, I know Philip Fulmer treated the Florida game kind of that way, and Florida and Tennessee had trouble with it.
And there's even more pressure on this game.
Army-Navy does it all year.
Yep.
That is all day. I told you, Monken was like, go Army, beat Navy right before they're about to play North Texas, like
they say it all year. You're right.
It's all year. But yeah, are you putting too much pressure on that game?
So how much?
Whatever it is, whatever you're doing ain't working.
That's why I'm asking, how much mentally did it take out of Ohio State to lose that game when they put that much on it?
So this is the redemption. He got to redeem himself in this game right here. This game is more pressure than the Michigan game was. Because your redemption then for that game is this game, and you got to go win the national championship, not get to the next round. None of that would suffice. You got to go win.
Will Howard against Michigan, 19 of 33, 175, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and they scored 10 points. 615-737-1045 if you want in. Broadcasting live from Toy Field at Nissan Stadium inside Gate 6. We'd love to see you. We've got a few more minutes for you to get here and get your unwrapped gift for needy seniors and kids, and get it on Toy Field. Salvation Army's Forgotten Angels program. We love those guys, and we love you guys for being so giving. We'll be right back. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
I want to tell you about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. As a customer of Pella, I would love to recommend them to you. You can call them today or go to PellaNashville.com. But I'll go ahead and tell you that I redid all of my windows and doors in my rental property. I redid some of my windows in my home and then just actually got a new door in my home because the other one was rusted. And Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville was phenomenal. Great to work with. They've got the lifetime warranties on all of their products. But on top of that, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville also backs up their work with a 10-year labor warranty, which is leading in the industry. So from sales to the installation to the service to the after installation process, they're just absolutely the best. And they got a deal for you. 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 full months. Call them at 615-249-1910, or you can easily schedule a free consultation. Tell them Dawn sent you. Check out that offer online at PellaNashville.com.
What is happening, people, is holistic stem cell therapy brought to you to get it work done. Yes, you want some remarkable results? Well, it's in your body. It's your cells. It's your results. That's your solution, people. All you got to do is get to KellumStemCellInstitute.com and get it loaded up, and you will have your remarkable testimony as well. Just like me, all that's happening is you're harvesting and redeployed stem cells that are based on your needs. So my knee, my hip, my shoulder, all of that was aching. And you know what? It wasn't no problem. Got hit right down the knee. Boom, that inflammation was gone. Stem cells attack inflammation in the body, and we know that all autoimmune disorders derive from that inflammation, whether it's congestive heart failure, lung issues, autism, or arthritis. Call to set up your consultation today at 615-850-4415. That's the number that's going to sit you down and talk to Dr. Kellum himself. All you got to do is hit him up, 615-850-4415. That is KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Babsy had to exit stage left.
Gotta go.
We started throwing football during the break. Mm-hmm. Me and Zeph. It took a minute to get going.
Gotta get them shoulders and joints loose.
Get those tight spirals going. And now Rich and Murph are throwing the football where it could get dangerous because they're throwing long ball.
Uh-oh.
And if Rich misses Murph, it's coming right at us.
Uh-oh.
Into Zone TV, me and you, everything. What you got going with the Vols right now?
It is 11-11 with 14:45 left to play. Vols have the ball. Inbounds pass goes to – was that Chaz? Oh, Gainey. There we go. Jordan Gainey from a 3 from the corner. The Vols are, I want to say, 4 for 7 from the 3 right now. But we shall see.
Number 1 team in the country.
Uh-huh.
Coming up tomorrow, we've got Coach Mack at 3:20.
Wow. Made 3 by Miami back there. They both shooting the lights out right now.
Look out, Zeph.
Oh, yeah. Things can get tricky.
Hey, Rich, you know Zone TV is like hooked up over here, bro. We got Coach Mack at 3:20 and then Todd Furman at 4:20.
That'll be fun.
It will be fun. Talk through some of these point spreads and how do you bet bowl games because, man, you got – like, you can't even look at Twitter hardly without seeing a bunch of dudes going in the portal every 5 seconds.
That's right. And guess what, yo? It's just beginning. It's going to continue to happen. Like, it ain't slowing down. Ain't slowing down no time soon.
Right. And the teams that you think, like, if you want to break it down in your head, like, oh, this team's playing this team in this bowl game. Well, just wait because they might be 8 players down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You ain't wrong
and
at
it's
all.
like significant players.
Yeah.
Are usually the ones that are out. 615-737-1045 if you want in. Bengals took down the Cowboys in Dallas last night. Cowboys are 1-6 at home.
Okay.
Cincinnati quarterback Joe Burrow, 33 of 44, 369, 3 touchdowns.
Dude.
This is what's coming.
This
Jamar Chase.
You're on the tear. Go ahead.
Jamar Chase got 14 balls last night. You know Jamar Chase is getting the football.
No.
And he's still going to catch 14 of them?
Yes. Nothing you can do because T. Higgins going to catch them too.
14 for 177 and 2 touchdowns for Jamar Chase.
Wow.
Running back Chase Brown, 14 carries, 58 yards. Kid catch the ball out of the backfield as well. 6 receptions, 65 yards and a touchdown. So 20 touches for 123 yards and a touchdown. The Bengals break a 3-game losing streak and head to Nashville at 5-8.
Man.
This point spread went from Bengals by 5.5 to Bengals by 4.5 during that game last night.
You know, if this was any other time, Yorl, I would say, you know what? Man, we got Brian. we got Brian Callahan, who came from Cincinnati. This could be a revenge game for him. He knows this offense is going to be ran through and through. Like, they could get out there and hold them. I don't feel like that in this situation. Too many people banged up. I don't know where their heads are right now as far as collective unit. Do they want to win? Yes, absolutely they do. Can they go out there and put it together on the field? I haven't seen it yet. That's my only holdback.
You said hold them. You got to know when to hold them.
Yeah,
and when to fold them.
That's right. You ain't wrong at all with that.
Somebody hit it in the chat. I think it was yesterday, and I didn't get to it in terms of reading it on air. But he was like, "All I've done is made money on the Titans this year."
Wow.
Well, maybe think about it. Like, what did Todd say they were? Like 2 weeks ago, they were 1-6 against the spread.
That's my fault, and I told Todd father then. I should have started betting on that. I'm tripping.
This game of football is getting really dangerous.
I mean,
yeah, it's already hit me in the back of the leg like 2 times.
And then Jawan is involved. And Drew.
She hit the heater.
Drew thought she was going to throw it in heels, and it hit the heater, which
it's
could
not
explode.
good to hit the heater that's connected to propane.
Yeah, like Jawan just threw a helicopter ball. Ever since bowling, I don't trust him athletically right now.
It was
for nothing.
It was a helicopter ball. That's a great way to describe
Especially the heater that's right next to the toys.
Yeah, everything go.
We probably don't
light up toy field.
Everything will go. All your hard work and volunteering that everybody's done will all be done.
All the kids crying.
Yeah, where is Kirby? Okay, there go Kirby. Okay.
All the seniors.
Yeah,
filing off letters.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all, but
We blew up Toyfield 2024.
We was trying to prepare for the Vols if they won to see how we could get it over with.
We as a station.
Yes.
So you wouldn't bet the Titans plus 4.5 against Cincinnati. My question, how do they even score with them?
I think
on a great day, you give up 24 to Cincinnati, right? Because they score 40.
And they score fast in bunches. And they got a lot of people that can do it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, they'll spread it around.
Man.
I can't get there on that one. I just – so I won't bet Cincinnati, but I just won't bet it.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. That's what I am. Even though I do feel like I need to bet against the Titans to get some money back. Like they owe me. But I ain't gonna go down that road.
Hey, that is a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a valid point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't roll with y'all blindly all year long.
All right, here are their last games in terms of point production.
Hell of a job by the Simpsons last night, too. Great job. I loved it.
Chief Wiggum's kids on the deal.
Hey, man.
Did you see that? Ralph Wiggum.
Yeah. Ralphie.
Was Nelson there?
Nelson had to be there. He was there somewhere. I got to go back and see that.
Mo was there. Apparently, Mo was torching people up.
Come on, man. Mo was serious, man. Mo work at the ball.
Can I get a...
All right, watch the white toes.
Bart would call up crank calls.
Mm-hmm.
Is it crank calls or prank calls?
Prank calls. Prank.
Yeah. Okay.
Crank.
Nelson. All right, here's Cincinnati point production. You ready? I'm just going to go from the recent to the and move up. 27 against Dallas, 38 against Pittsburgh. They lost. 27 against Chargers, 34 against the Ravens. They lost both those games. 41 against the Raiders, 17 against the Eagles. 21, 17, 38, 34, 33, 25, and the opener 16-10. They lost to the Patriots. But that team throws up 30 points like it ain't nothing.
Even when they losing.
Yeah.
Good gosh.
But do the Titans have, what kind of day would Will Levis have to have if the Titans won with the Bengals scoring 30?
Like double what he did versus Houston.
He'd have to have way over 300.
I'm gonna say something like.
Or are they going to try to run the ball to keep Joe Burrow on the sideline?
Better keep it up.
Damn. What just happened?
I'm slobbed. I don't know what's going on. I was going to say better keep it out of his hands, though. Whatever you got to do to keep the ball out of his hands, that's what needs to be done.
I'm excited to see Jarvis Brownlee go up against Jamar Chase.
I think, listen, all that's going to be fun for a while.
And no matter what.
For a while, yeah, you're right.
But he's got a good point because no matter what happens, that's a great experience builder for him.
Like when he played against Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. It's all good.
Yeah, he can
be good anyway.
You got to find the positives.
He can be handsy in this one. Nobody going to care.
I'm with that.
Yeah. You can have some penalties, man. Just if that guy starts to run past you, grab him.
Grab him at the spot. Earlier the better.
Take that 5-yard holding penalty.
Earlier the better. Forget that.
Oh, man. Fun day. This is what happens when Babs leaves us. We're just shooting the crap.
I said, man, we flew through the show. Hey, but shout out to Jarvis Brownlee Jr., man, for server put on their social media page that he gave her a huge tip at a restaurant that he was at. It helped her finish her Christmas and pay her rent. So, and he signed a football. That? He signed a football for it, yeah. Took a picture and she posted it, yeah. So, shout out to Brownlee, man, doing things in the community, man. That's what's
awesome.
Up.
All we ever hear is this guy came in and didn't give me a tip.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was good. That was dope right there. That's a young guy too, man. He ain't even on no second contract or anything. So salute to him. Yeah. Told y'all he was a good dude, man. Like you know him when you know him. Roger McCreary's another one.
Yeah.
He's another one. So
we need him out there on Saturday, that's for sure. I mean Sunday. Well, Saturday too. He can do whatever he wants.
Him, Brownlee, and Cheeto.
It's not bad.
I fight with it.
Right?
Well, just don't know what we're gonna do offensively.
I know coming up on the Wednesday edition of 3HL, we've got Coach Mack and Todd Furman.
Todd Father.
We'll be back at it. We'll talk about Tennessee playing Miami. First game as number one team in the country this year.
16-15 right now with 11:22 left. Tennessee ball.
All of y'all that helped out with Toy Field today with your generosity, we thank you. What a blessing you are to this community.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate all the sponsors that helped out. First Horizon Bank and Pig and Pie, A.O. Smith, O'Charlie's, Enbright Credit Union. Do we have a specific out time, Zeph?
No. Oh, yes, Mac Talk. So
Coach Mac's coming up. We probably need to go. Coach Mack, we're out of your way, man. Hey, man, have a great night. Good night. God bless. See ya.
Wouldn't want to be unless you're Tajay Spears, NWI, or the #1 team in the nation playing at the Garden of Tennessee
Because
Volunteers.
that's all we know.
Yes.